kiss. It's terrible. Well, I can't stand the size of your needle. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Make us sorry, not to you. Say oh yeah, oh yeah. I am not a qualified physician. Well, I don't want to give this injection. I am not a qualified physician. Said I don't.
Hi, my name is Kevin Taylor, host of With All Due Respect. As you know, With All Due Respect has been self-produced for the past 3 years. We have not accepted any money or resources outside in order to maintain the integrity of the platform. We are an anti-corruption platform. Our work doesn't excite or encourage compromised stakeholders. That also means we cannot take funds from just anyone. As our platform grows, the need for increased quality of work and production requires increased resources during this election year and beyond. In order to maintain our anti-corruption stance and continue to speak for everyday people without clout or connections in higher places, we cannot rely on the same entities we critique for continually keeping their hands in the cookie jar to be the ones who keep our work going. In that view, I welcome your support and participation in keeping this work ongoing. This platform is for the people, so we think it is only right for the people to sustain it. Now, this is a simple thing you have to do. Just visit patreon.com/withallduerespect. Patreon.com/withallduerespect, or click the link at the bottom of the video. For Ghanaians or our viewers in Ghana, we are putting together a Ghanaian payment processor on our website. Please, and please again, do not send any donation to any platform apart from patreon.com/withallduerespect or loudsilenceradio.com donation page. You can donate as low as $10. Yes, $10, and we have exciting packages for every level of donation, including one-on-one call with me, Kevin Ekobedu Taylor, access to some of the documents before they go live. You can also have dinner with me in Washington, D.C. to discuss the issues. Fellow Ghanaians, remember, it's Patreon, patreon.com/withallduerespect. Hi, my name is Kevin Taylor, host of With All Due Respect. As you know, With All Due Respect has been self-produced for the past 3 years. We have not accepted any money or resources outside in order to maintain the integrity of the platform. We are an anti-corruption platform. Our work doesn't excite or encourage compromised stakeholders. That also means we cannot take funds from just anyone. As our platform grows, the need for increased quality of work and production requires increased resources during this election year and beyond. In order to maintain our anti-corruption stance and continue to speak for everyday people without clout or connections in higher places, we cannot rely on the same entities we critique for continually keeping their hands in the cookie jar to be the ones who keep our work going. In that view, I welcome your support and participation in keeping this work ongoing. This platform is for the people, so we think it is only right for the people to sustain it. Now, this is a simple thing you have to do. Just visit patreon.com/withallduerespect. Patreon.com/withallduerespect, or click the link at the bottom of the video. For Ghanaians or our viewers in Ghana, we are putting together a Ghanaian payment processor on our website. Please, and please again, do not send any donation to any platform apart from patreon.com/with all due respect or loudsilenceradio.com donation page. You can donate as low as $10. Yes, $10, and we have exciting packages for every level of donation, including one-on-one call with me, Kevin Ekobedu Taylor, access to some of the documents before they go live. You can also have dinner with me in Washington, D.C. to discuss the issues. My fellow Ghanaians, remember, it's Patreon, patreon.com/with all due respect.
Hello, welcome to Loud Silence Radio and TV Network. My name is Kevin Ekobedu Taylor. This is the extended version of With All Due Respect. If you're watching me, good evening. If you're watching me, good afternoon. If you're watching me, good morning. We're transmitting live from our studios here in Washington, D.C. This is the show that people who don't even like us want to watch. If you're lucky to be here today, I call you family. If you're lucky to be watching me on YouTube, on Facebook, With All Due Respect page, Loud Silence Radio and TV Network page, and also on YouTube, Loud Silence Radio and TV Network page. I would like to say welcome to the show, the family. Welcome, everybody. I know everyone is excited. Yesterday was quite a good day. I say good day because most of the family, we were here. We had a very, very fruitful discussion after the president's speech. We're back again today to talk about Ghana, talk about issues happening around the world, specifically about Ghana. Today, the topic is simple. Is there a plot against Ghana's democracy? Is there a plot against Ghana's democracy? Today's show is dedicated to the EC boss, Jean Bloku Alote Mensah. She is the manager of our elections. Today's episode or editorial will be dedicated to Jean Mensah. I'd like to say hello to the family on Facebook. Somebody, maybe a friend sent you a link. This is your first time watching this show. In fact, I'd like to introduce the show to you. I'd like to introduce everybody on board to you so that you know where you are. This is a show we call each other brothers and sisters. This is the family. If this is your first time here, this show is called With All Due Respect Extended Version. With All Due Respect Extended Version. You can watch this show live on Facebook. On Facebook, scroll, look for With All Due Respect. You see a gentleman's face there. Very, very nice guy. That's me. You see his face there. That is the page. Like it, follow the page. Every time we come live from Monday to Friday and a special edition on Sunday, you will get notification to follow the conversation. So if you are here today watching me, you are family. If you are also on Facebook, on the same Facebook, look for Loud Silence Radio and TV Network. Loud Silence Radio and TV Network. When you go there, like the page, follow the page, and then when I'm live like this, you get notification and follow the conversation. Those of you on YouTube, the YouTube class captain is called Sandra Heteka. How are you doing, Sandra? If you're on YouTube right now, with all due respect, just hit the like button. Very, very important. We need to get up there for the world to hear our story. If you're on YouTube, just listen to Sandra Heteka. She is the class prefect on YouTube. Hit the like button. On YouTube, if this is your first time coming to watch the show on YouTube, when you go on YouTube, just subscribe. Loud Silence Radio and TV Network. Loud Silence Radio and TV Network. My name, once again, is Kevin Ekobedu Taylor. This is the show. Everybody tells a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend that Kevin and the Ghost team, we are live on set. I would like to say hello to the family. When I say the family, I spend a lot of time to say hello to the family because they are the people who brought us to this point. They have been behind us, they have supported us, they have defended us, and they have stood for the truth. That is why I call you family. So if you're watching me today, have a wonderful evening. Family, is everybody okay? Is everybody doing good? Let's see who is here. Very good, AB. We all support you, man. Thank you very much. Very good, AB. You're watching us live. Yeah, Asantua. Good evening, Mr. Kelvin. Thank you very much, yeah, Asantua. I know you're having a wonderful evening. Big Solo Akwesi watching you live from Italy, Milano. How are you guys doing in Milano? More pasta, more pasta and what? My favorite Italian food is carbonara. Yeah, carbonara. Yusuf Usman is also watching us. Kevin Sapon is here. Focus. Thank you very much, Kevin. Bala Musa Asamwa says today is today. Today is today. I'm my friend. Today is today. Abuebi Aka King Kong. King Kong, if you remember. Abuebi Aka King Kong. I would like to say good evening to the dishonorable man Kennedy Ejapon. If you're listening to me this evening, I know you'll be going on TV or on your radio, that toy edifice. When you go there, respond to me. Good evening, dishonorable Kennedy Ejapon. If you're a woman, say check the starting time again. Oh, please. Some of us sleep at 10 p.m. If you when you wake up, go and watch the producer. Some people say they sleep early. They sleep at 10. So we should be on time. if you are, with all due respect, if you are a woman, okay, we will start at 4 exactly so that you can go and sleep. Thank you very much. If you are, Richard Adu says, how are you doing, Kevin? I'm doing great, Richard. Fred Bafor, greetings, Kevin. Fred, greetings to you, to my friend Waziri Basiru. Like and share. Thank you very much, Waziri. Eric Abwaje is a friend. It's a family. Hi, Kevin. I'm on board. Thank you very much. Ali Jacobs is watching us live. He's on fire. Labib Zaki says, please, Kevin, fire this slave queen. Well, she's a threat to Ghana's democracy. Thank you very much, sir. Antaru Umar says, we are focused. Keep the fire burning. Thank you very much, Antaru. And Kofi Adello Macaulay says, good evening, Kevin. Good evening, my friend. Fred Bafor is back again. Zion Train Mohammed says, with all due respect, my friend Zion, hope you're doing great. Farouk Saibu says, don't think before you come on set. Speak a drunk man language. Okay, don't drink before you come on set. Speak a drunk man's. Okay, so it's obvious that free SHS is very important to this guy. And let me say, in fact, I'll pay for your free SHS, especially when you're supposed to buy hose and cutlasses. So I'll take care of that for you, my friend. Abdul Imoro Suleiman says, Kevin, I wish you could be like you watching live from the messages are coming in. The producer is becoming tough now. Okay, so now the messages are coming in. It's becoming difficult to read. I'm going to mention names and do the greetings from abroad. Then we can start the show. So Habib Bantu is watching. You are the man. Thank you very much. Nancy Arthur. Hi family. How are you too? Christine Enin is watching us. Adam Hussein. Please like and share. Daniel Salasi is also watching us. Shafiq Suleiman. Shafiq, you are an OG. Thank you very much for watching us. Alhaji Kim Promise Sekwaja. Kim Promise. There are so many Kim Promise in Ghana. Solomon Frimpong Manso is also watching us, replying to Farouk, who opened this dog here. Thank you very much, Solomon. God richly. God bless you for talking to the dog. Okay, Kofi Atta say volume. Kofi Atta, we are not doing this today. Volume is perfect. Please, we are not doing this volume thing today. Everything is perfect. Josephine Messiah says, hi, Kevin. Nestor Brown is watching us live. Adai James is also live. Bro, my name is James Adai. James Adai, I mentioned your name. I hope you're having a wonderful evening. Richard Van Del Glay is also watching us. Bonjour, I'm watching from Belgium. Thank you very much. Sir Johnson Manda Samuel, we are back, my friend. We are back and tight. Muntaru Yusuf say, hey bro Kevin, please, how are you doing? I'm doing great. I'm doing wonderful. I am very, very well. KwaZulu King, please share KwaZulu. God bless you, my friend. Ansa Frederick is also here. Prosper Na is watching me live. Great job, sir. Thank you very much. Philip Jerry Clotte, more fire. James is watching. Benjamin is watching. Ansa is watching. Sab is also watching live. Eid Muhammad is watching. Benjamin Kilson is here. John Waja is watching us. Razak Agama. Jake Silla. It's a tight family, man. Everybody's on board today. The house is full. Yaya Usman. Be quick before somebody takes your seat. Wise Aquash Senior is watching us live. Jake Silla is here. Johnson Mando Samuel. How are you doing, sir? Eduan Pire Edu Odua is also watching us now. Nesta Brown is here. Alan Kwanzaa is here. Peter Fianyo is watching us live. Theodora Chumberima. Theodora, how are you doing? You always make me feel like Ghanaian. Thank you very much, Theodora. James Agbeko, the truth messenger. Thank you. I am the messenger without a Bible or a Quran. We cut across religion. We speak truth to power. Isaac Kojo Bafo, we are on here, bro. Thank you very much. Isaac Mavis Owusu is watching me live. Pa Sab is here. Vide Samaha is here. Emmanuel Sako is watching me live. Tambaklo Osman. Benjamin Kilson. Daniel Nwekpe. Everybody is online watching us live from Ghana, from Italy, from America, from Asia, from everywhere in the world. Citizen Kojo GH, love from Germany. How you guys doing, Germany? Abdul Young, more fire. Thank you very much. Teddy Lamte, big up, bro. Thank you very much. African Art says, thank you, African Art. Christine Enin is back again. Yusuf Sani first time watching you live from Salaga. Thank you very much, Yusuf. Have a wonderful evening. Salaga people in Salaga, how are you guys doing this evening? I would say, what's his name? Yusuf, your class captain in Salaga. Dennis Chef D is watching. Emmanuel Zion is here. We are focused, my friend. Johnson Mendo Samuel. Eduampere is saying share 100%. From Big Apple is also watching. Nene Nuete Ugbami is watching us live. Shepherd Atipo is live here watching me live from wherever he is. James Bobonya is watching us live. Samuel Amwa says, where was this Kevin guy when Charlotte Osei became a tyrant at EC to extend the defying Supreme Court orders? Masa, Nanado could make mistake yet better than people you introduce 3 months pay policy. Do you know what that means? Do you have relatives in the free SHS? Only NDC people will support you. I am a teacher and I used to buy common chalk before teaching our people. What are you talking about? What have you said about the Airbus scandal? Your ignorance is above your head, my friend. Samuel, go back and check the records. I say your ignorance. And it hurts me somebody like this stay in the classroom to teach our kids. Such a damn person. You don't check your records. You don't go back. Go into the archives and check what we did on Airbus. I was expecting you to say that the president is very ignorant, talking about 88 hospitals now that lots and lots of hospitals have been spread across the nation. You are an ignorant, tribalistic idiot, and you don't have to come here and exhibit that. You're a teacher, and you have to prove that. I told people here is 18 years and over. If you don't have the heart, don't come here. We are not going to entertain baboons and ignorant idiots on this platform. This is With All Due Respect extended version. We don't mince words. If you're not ready, don't come here, my fellow Ghanaian. Okay, this is Edwin Nelson Amankwase. MPP evil rigging agenda intercepted. Nana Obiri Boati. Okay, that's what his opinion is. Razak Agama says he's also here. Shepherd Atipo is watching us live. Vivian Edusu is also watching us live. Nature Spezino watching live from La Spezia. How are you guys doing in La Spezia? Sheikh Arrow is watching us live from wherever he is. This is Loud Silence Radio and TV Network. Here, we don't mince words. Here, we don't take nonsense. If you bring nonsense, we'll meet you with nonsense. We don't have time for ignorant souls. We are fighting for Ghana. The priority is Ghana. The priority here is Ghana. It's not about MPP and DC. If you're a politician and you think you're above the wall or above the law and you can misbehave, we will tell you the truth. We will not mince words. We are not here to please anybody. We are not on this show. The people on this show, the family watching us, they are not ready to lick the butt of any ignorant politician. We are here to speak the truth irrespective of who is in power. Freddie Kambi is watching me live. Citizen Vigilante is also here. Don't drink before coming on the show. Okay, Citizen, it is so easy to take a fool like you off my page. Ni Noet is also watching us live. Kofi Ansan is live. Anastasia and Kitia Emisa says hello. Hello, Anastasia. Benjamin Kielson is back again. Sir Ankole. So that's it on Facebook. Let's do some YouTube. Let's do some YouTube and see. Let's do some YouTube. The YouTube family is very, very much ready to have a conversation. On YouTube, the family is also alert. My fellow Ghanaians, the family on YouTube, they are way, way alert. Let's see what's happening on YouTube. Sandra Heteka and her boys. What's happening now? YouTube nowadays, see the way the messages coming in. So cool. These are some cool YouTube thing be crowd they see here. Eh? All right, let's see. Okay, so you two have this new thing, maybe some updates. All right, the Bible University, Kevin, how do I advertise on Loud Silence Radio and TV Network? Please email loudsilenceradio.com, loudsilenceradio.com, and then you will get access to those things. Or Loud Silence Project, producer, help me with that. Okay, info, okay, you can email info@loudsilenceproject2019@gmail.com. Okay, so to make it easy, producer says info@loudsilenceradio.com. If you want to talk to the business desk, just talk to them. The TV side, they're going to talk to you about it. You know, With All Due Respect, is a non-profit organization. We don't take ads, but the TV that broadcasts With All Due Respect, because With All Due Respect, you know, it's actually on Loud Silence Radio and TV. So you can talk to the TV and they know where to place your ad. So it's an easy thing. They're going to take care of you, my friend. Thank you very much for that message. The Bible University said that Guy Boake, more fire. Thank you very much, Guy. Emmanuel Kofi, welcome. Sandra. Patrick Ingetia says this teacher is hungry. What is a hungry one? Okay. William Cab, Kevin, more fire. Give it to them. Samuel Enum Ajete, Kevin, just block that ignorant man. Okay, thank you very much. Adam Kula, mashallah. No, okay, thank you very much. Wagezi 80 says I'm watching from Amsterdam. D Smash, Kevin, fire them all. Thank you very much. The Bible University is back again. Jamil Ashebo, more fire. Sandra Heteka, how are you doing, Sandra? Sandra, producer wants you to get in touch with him. He wants to know whether you are a blogger or you are a local rep. We want to know, Sandra, please let the producer know. We want to know whether you're a blogger or not, because you're the class captain on YouTube. He has some conversations to have with you. The Smash is back again. Mark 1 is also here. If you come here as Mumu, we treat you like Mumu. Thank you very much, like Mugu. Okay, Esther Agbeli. Kevin, I like you too much. Thank you very much, Esther. Stephen Kofi, watch you live from Belgium. Adam Kula is like. Bob Lincoln is also here. Bible University is back again. Adam Kula is back. Jet MTV says more than alert. Thank you very much, Jet MTV. Saki Nathaniel hits the like button. Thank you very much, Nathaniel. Thank you very much. Edith Abo is watching us live. Hello, Kev, and hello, the family. Thank you very much, Edith. Enoch Ajinkwa is also here. Solomon Ashi is watching us live. Collins Abasi. Kevin, you don't mention my name. Collins Abasi. In fact, Collins Abasi, add your address to it, add your Momo number to it, and add your date of birth. I'll mention everything. Thank you very much, Collins Abasi. Adam Kula is also here. Naomi Inti, Esther Alote, Samuel Jani, Enoch Emusa, Joseph Alote, Makwan Manyo, Koto McJavers. I am watching you live like Abrani in the Oti region. Lekpe Abrani in the Oti region. Good work. Thank you very much, sir. Daniel Bedu is also watching us. Samuel, you're ignorant. Okay, let's move on. Aaron Salisu Mohammed is also watching. Na Adole Molly is watching us live wherever she is. Kobe Shandorf. Sounds German. Kevin, then fuel the fire. The level of hypocrisy by leaders of all sorts in Ghana is a shame. Son of the motherland. Fire away. Let them feel the heat. Thank you very much, my good friend. Bernard de Japan is also watching us. Enoch Ajinkwa is watching us. Adamfo Pat TV, Paris. I heard that it's live on Adamfo Pat TV in Paris. How are you guys doing there? We need to get in touch. Thank you very much for taking this show live on Adamfo Pat TV in Paris. Ima Konde is also watching us live. Suleiman Kusan is watching. Isaac Kuran is clapping and clapping. Isaac, I hope you have a wonderful evening. Suleiman is back again. Adam is back. Patrick Lamte, I feel you, Papa. Patrick, me too, I feel you like Sonson. Isaac Kuran is here. Sumaila Salami. Good evening, Kevin. Good evening, Sumaila. Hope you're doing great. Yo Yonda is also live here. Suleiman Kasum, Lau Thompson, Godwin Atala, Makwan, Kobe is back again. Kojo James, Olivia Ankra. Hi, Olivia. Suleiman Kasum, Bin Abu Bong, Isaac Sean Newton. Lots and lots of people they have gathered here, and they are just not ordinary people. They are the family. These people, you cannot break them because they are ready and willing to speak truth to power. My fellow Ghanaians, is there a plot against Ghana's democracy? Producer, if you give me the green light, you can do some social media news. But today, I have two gossips. Yeah, gossip. Konkonsa today. Let's talk about the Konkonsa quick. And then we can start the show. Two Konkonsa. So, the first Konkonsa, you see, me, I'm not a prophet, but sometimes when I say things, people will start insulting, but it go happen. Okay. The first Konkonsa, let me see if I'll have a jingle for that one. Yay. Okay, let me find another one. This one's too cool. No, let's use this one. Yay. Okay, today, Konkonsa, two Konkonsa on the bill. So, the first Konkonsa is the chief of staff will be fired. They would say Kevin is making things up. Kevin there, he's going to say he's going to lie. I said the chief of staff, Madam Frima Opare, will be fired. Yes, you see, it's not going to be today. It's not going to be anytime, but she'll be fired. She was supposed to be fired before this COVID-19 hit. Madam Bond said that he thinks Madam the boys are passing under Madam Tuma. Madam does not have control. Madam, whenever they come in, they say, oh, ma. All that Madam is asking for is 10%. Madam will be fired. Madam Fremont Paris will be fired. And mark these words. These are real prophetic words. These are not the ones like Obusu Bempa will come and like, he go and watch Al Jazeera and come and tell you, hey, there's another disease coming. Every day, new disease come. Massa, get out. I say this one, prophetic. Yes. Madam Fremont will be fired from the Jubilee House as the chief of staff. The president will fire her. She was supposed to be fired before COVID-19 hit, but yeah, there's a small, you see, the chief of staffs, they all want to go and run and go to parliament. You know that. Asenso Boache and the other one, Asenso and who? Abu Jinapo and Asenso. These two guys, they all want to go to parliament. So one way or the other, they are going to leave the Jubilee House. It's weird that these people, chief of staffs, all want to go to parliament. What have they seen? The gossip is the chief of staffs, they will leave. Now, Jinapo's seat, Jinapo is going unopposed. Wherever he wants to be MP, he's going unopposed. Solid. He's going to go through. Asenso's seat is very tricky because he's going with that guy, I am Chop Chop, and it's quite a tricky seat. But he might make it through because the president is pulling strings. So Asenso too will make it. Now, after that, what the president will do will be that, you know what? There should be some reshuffling at that department, the chief of staff department. So Madam will be moved. The idea is Madam will be moved. She's going to be moved along. You see, she was supposed to be moved like 1 month ago. So this is the prophecy and the gossip. If you know Madam Fremont Opare, tell her that I know that she's going to be fired. And she knows. She knows she'll be fired. Now the second Konkonsa. I know people are watching. Konkonsa. Okay. The next concern is, you see, recently, Oladomochi started something called the Matthew Opoku, the Napo files. People don't understand why Paul was doing that, giving Napo some kind of attention for Napo to tell Ghanaians what he can do and how capable he is as a manager, as the education minister. People didn't really understand why should Paul be doing the whole Napo files and talking to Napo for 3 good weeks on one particular things and Napo. And then when you go on our own platforms, we the MPP, our platforms, you see that they will come and the bosses will bring a picture of Napo and they will tell us to share it, share Napo's talking points, share it. Now, the idea is simple. I know some people are not going to like this, but let me tell you. Napo and Bawumia, there's a ticket there. The presidency is building Napo to pair with Bawumia. You see, the idea is simple. You see, this government, we the MPP, we know that the people in the Ashanti region, we have dropped a lot of vote. People don't trust us again there. They want to win that thing again. They are preparing Napo. If Nana wins 2020, they know that the probability of Nana dropping out in the middle of 2020 is high. After 2020, after he wins, they are preparing Napo for that. Yes, they are preparing Napo for that. So when you saw Paul doing Napo files and all that, it was shocking. That is the idea. Napo is being prepared because Alan Cash, they have tossed Alan Cash. Alan Cash has no plans again to run as president. So they are preparing Napo. They know Napo is a Kumasi boy. Napo is an Ashanti boy. So they can use Napo to win the trust of the Ashanti. These are the two gossips. But you know what? It will come to pass. Yeah, you can bore, you can insult, it will happen. And chief of staff will be fired. They are preparing Napo for 2020 and beyond. I feel bad for Kojo Ponkroma and the rest. So that's the two gossips we have today. Producer, if we're good to go, we can go actually. I'm just waiting for a signal from the producer. Okay, so producer said we're good to go. Let's do the social media news. Lots and lots of things are happening on social media. After the president made his statement yesterday, lots of people took to social media this afternoon in Ghana, around the world, on Twitter, on Twitter, on Instagram, on Facebook, and we normally concentrate on Facebook because we know that's where the conversation is happening. Some people can make so much noise and say, oh, Twitter there, it is nice for their line. They'll go to Facebook and go and look what is happening there. Facebook is managing the news. Twitter is doing well, but Facebook, that's where the real thing is happening. We picked a few. You say? Oh, yeah, okay. So producer said we are streaming on Twitter too. We are streaming on Twitter, Loud Silence Radio and TV Network. Yes. When you go on Twitter, it's Loud Silence Radio and TV Network. I brought for some phone. Go on Twitter and go tweet. And we're going to read your tweet. Yeah, I brought for phone. Go on Twitter and go and listen to us. So we're streaming on 4 solid platforms. 4 solid platforms. This no be child's play. 4 platforms. No bagawaya. None of your bloggers or your TVs can stream on 4 platforms at a time and get the numbers we are getting. It means the youth, they are ready to listen to truth. On 4 platforms, on Twitter, Loud Silence Radio and TV Network. On Facebook, 2 platforms, With All Due Respect, and also Loud Silence Radio and TV Network on Facebook. And when you go on YouTube, go subscribe, Loud Silence Radio and TV Network. So we're streaming on 4 solid platforms. No bagawaya. Some bosses are bigger than some bosses. So let's do some social media. If producer wants me to shift, I can shift. If he doesn't want me to shift, I can also keep going. Now, on social media, Bob Boyson posted something on social media. Let's do social media. Yeah, in the next 10-15 minutes, let's do social media. Then we delve into the matters of the day. Bob Boyson on social media, he said that ordinary PPE serve, defit, they provide, give our frontline health workers, and and you they come lie to us, say you go build 88 hospitals in 8 months. Play there your eyes top, keke. So this is what Ebo Boyson is telling the president of the Republic of Ghana. After the president said he's going to build 88 hospitals, 88 solid hospitals. It not be 88 disposable hospitals. So after that we can put them in the trash. No, 88 John Mahama-like hospitals. That's what the president says he's going to use 7 months to build. 88 John Mahama-like hospitals. When we are saying the John Mahama-like hospitals, we are talking about Rage. We are talking about the Who. We are talking about the Legon Hospital. Those are the dumb Mahama-like hospitals Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo says he is going to build. So that is the response from Ebo Boyson on Facebook. Still on Facebook, Senor Tagli. Senor Sagli. Yeah, this is a typical name. I really love it. It's very thick. Senor Sagli. Okay, Senor Sagli says on Facebook that 2020, no more year of roads, but year of hospitals. 2020, no more year of roads, but year of hospitals. The question is simple: where are we going to get the money from? How are we going to get that money? I saw Gabi Ochodako, the de facto prime minister, writing that the president will find money. Is it a present continuous statement or present past or simple past? Producer, what is that? The president will find money. There's a will there, meaning there's no money. Is it? Okay, so my producer said that statement is future hopeful. The president will find money and build a hospital, meaning it's a future hopeful statement from Gabi Ochodako. That is the comedy we are enduring in Ghana today. The third social media post is coming from Fame Derek Gisam. He says, even common PPEs for hospitals, your government cannot provide, and you expect Ghanaians to believe your lies of 88 district plus 6 regional hospitals in 1 year. You see, there's 88 and there's plus 6. Hey, and it no be easy. There's the 88 there district and then plus 6 regional. Okay, that did not be small. Okay, that's coming from Fame Derek Gisam on Facebook. This one too is coming from Fafali Nyonato. He said he could not sustain 21 days of lockdown. If you believe he can build 88 hospitals, then something is wrong with you. We all know the president started this lockdown thing. They were going to feed Ghanaians. At the end of the day, we couldn't do it. We couldn't feed Ghanaians. So the president had to lift the ban. Now he turns around and say that he's going to build 88 hospitals, regional hospitals and all that. And Fafali is saying that if you believe this president, then you believe him. There's something wrong with you. That is his opinion on Facebook. And this is all all responses to the president's speech yesterday when he said that he was going to build 88. His government was going to build 88 new hospitals. All right. Sani Fedaus also wrote something on Facebook. Producer, I hope I'm on track. Yeah, so Sani Fedaus also said some disease are infected, but others are elected. Mugabe's ghost. Okay, this one I don't want to go into it. Producer, let's go to the next one. The next one is a post. It's a Daily Post, and the Daily Post newspaper, they put something there. Desperate Akufo-Addo tries to steal Mahama's vision. I don't know, but this whole thing started when Kukubaku tried to say that the current government actually built Ridge Hospital and that the past administration is not supposed to be credited. But when it comes to the banking issues and all that, the past administration is supposed to be held accountable. So the Daily Post today's paper said, desperate Akufo-Addo tries to steal Mahama's vision. I don't think Akufo-Addo is trying to steal them. He says he's going to build 88. So let's wait. He's going to build 88 before the year ends. Ada Mushrana. You people don't give him. Mushrana. Okay, let's move to the next one. Osman Salimwa, he posted something on Facebook, and this is what he wrote. This is the University of Health and Allied Science. It is the only state university wholly dedicated to the training of healthcare professionals in Ghana. The NDC didn't wait for a pandemic to establish this. So, as you can see, that is the Health and Allied Science University, and it was built by the Mahama administration. So, lot of things are happening, producer. There are so many things so many people don't know about. I told Ghanaians that I am going to bring the Green Book. We are going to assess the NDC, the noise they are making. We are going to bring their Green Book, and I'll bring the MPP manifesto and the promises on the other hand, and then we are going to compare the two. Hey, what do we have to do? That is what we have to do. This year's elections, these year's campaigns, we have to be asking questions. We need to be putting these things side by side and making the right decisions. So we will be doing that. Producer, I don't know if the last one, there's this coming from Kevo McOliver. Is it in there, producer? It says, Shatter Bundle, don't promise again. I think this one was on the lighter side. Yeah. Shatter Bundle, I don't know Shatter Bundle, but he's saying Shatter Bundle, don't promise again. All right, that's coming from Kevo McOliver. Abdul Wunimi says, Apu, you can't even commission JM's completed hospitals, let alone build your own hospitals. Ghanaians are not fools. After that, you see someone else, Mac Roll Call GH. Mac Roll Call GH. Where is the 350 schools in the 18 months and the one district, one factory promised before the 88 hospitals? What a disgrace to our democracy. So that is what we got on the social media segment. It wasn't a lot. There wasn't much. Most people were talking about the president's speech. So we decided to read a few of them to you. My fellow Ghanaians, the family, welcome to the show. This is the extended version of With All Due Respect on Loud Silence Radio and TV in Network. Now, before I start today's show, I would like to say something. I have seen some document flying around, somebody saying it's from John Kuma. He has written a petition or something to the NPP headquarters, the bosses up there, telling them that Kevin Taylor has been hired by his opponent. He's contesting to win the Ejiso seat, and that his opponent is behind the recent expose I did, and that the recent expose I did on him, John Kuma, who is the CEO of NAPE, is a lie, and that Kevin Taylor is doing everything possible so that he loses the elections. And I would like to clarify something here. I don't know anyone who is contesting any seat at Ejiso. I do my expose after my investigations. My team is a solid team. I asked John Kuma only one simple question. John Kuma says he's a lawyer. That's why sometimes I have problems with people who work in Ghana and say they are lawyers. Some of them are not lawyers. Because if John Kuma is the one who wrote that thing, that petition to the NPP regional headquarters or whatever, saying that Kevin Taylor and his opponent are cooking things against him, the question I asked John Kuma is simple. If you say the documents I provided or I showed on my show, those 8 documents about you putting in a Ejiso constituency executives and party faithfuls and taking over $10 million to help your campaign, just bring out the original 2017-2018 candidates, the people who got the money. That is the only question I asked you, John Kuma. I did not say I did not hold your neck. I said, you are the CEO of NAPE. The 2017-2018 people who qualified for that money you said you have paid the money to, show us the original list. That is all. You say mine is a lie. And in your letter or your petition to the people, you never talked about whether you have the original or not. We just need you to provide us with the original. This one too. Powder. John Kuma, I am not done with you. You running to the party headquarters, running to Gabi Osaro, running to the president because you pay tithes to them from this NAPE money. It will not change anything. The question is simple. Provide Ghanaians the original documents. If you're saying that the documents I showed on my show is a lie, they are fraudulent documents. This is simple. And I expect Ghanaians to also follow up on this, because you know the mainstream media, the majority of them will not do this because they are basically being fed like chicken. The question is simple. John Kuma, provide us the original 2017-2018 applicants, those you paid the over $10 million to. And let's compare to the documents I showed. This one, do you have to run to the president and run to Gabi Osaro and write a petition as a lawyer? As a lawyer, you write like you don't even know what you are doing. It's a simple question a stupid boy like me just asked you. John Kuma, just give us the original document. That is all. I am not fighting anybody. I am saying, John Kuma, you have stolen from NAPE. I have 2 scandals, serious scandals. I am going to show documents. I have shown the first one. There are 2. The second one is the greenhouse project, whereby about $60 million is gone through you. And I'm going to show documents. That one is one. I want us to finish this one. That's why I'm saying, John Kuma, bring out, as the CEO of NAPE, just bring out the original documents. If you say the document I showed on my show is a lie, finished. I gave you 72 hours. Just 3 days. And 3 days is a lot, because as a CEO, you can say, hey, Kevin Taylor is saying things that are not right. Kevin Taylor wants to tarnish my image. Hey, secretaries, bring out, go, publish these things, give it to the media houses, let them publish it for people to know I did not do anything wrong. I want you to publish it because I have something to show you. But you don't do that. It's been over 1 week, and you are running to party and going to criticize your opponent. Who is your, me? I don't even know your opponent. It was today that I asked somebody that, who is John Kuma running against? He said, oh, some man, some old man, he's even the incumbent. And I'm like, I don't even know this man. So John Kuma, it is simple. John, provide us with the 2017-2018 document. That is all. I don't need any giddy again. No giddy. Ghanaians want to see the 2017-2018, the people you paid the over $10 million to. That's all. That's all. And we have the document. We have everything. So you can't forge anything, John Kuma. You can't touch anything. And I've told the Auditor General to go in there. There's a lot in there. And I'm going to provide the Auditor General with documents. So John Kuma, this is no fight. Provide Ghanaians the original document. I don't want to be speaking too long on this issue. And remember, I am not done with you, John Kuma. No. You deserve to be in jail. Yes, because of what I have, John Kuma, you have to be in jail. And you don't deserve to be in parliament because you don't deserve that. You have shown that you are greedy. You have shown that you will steal everything that comes your way. That's why I'm saying that provide the original documents if you're saying that what I have provided is a lie. It is simple. And this one is not an insult. This is simple. So, John, if you're listening to me, let us make this fast. Because I want to move to the next scandal. You see, John, the greenhouse projects. I want to go to that one. The papers, when they are sitting here, then they are turning like Kukubaku's toilet papers. I don't want to also look like Kukubaku. So, John, give us the original documents and then stop writing the speeches. Ghanaians are not stupid. We just want to go on your website and access those. In fact, you need to call a press conference and tell Ghanaians that, you know what, Kevin Taylor, that guy, is lying. These are the original documents, Ghanaians, on live TV. Then you all see, then you take it and you do some calculations. Then you see. This is what is the giddy about this. What is the giddy? John Kuma. So it is simple, very, very simple. We need the original documents. And remember that, Kevin Taylor, I don't sleep. Oh. I'm not going to back off. Oh. I am after you because I need you to account for the money you have taken. John Kuma, it is simple. Provide it. I'm going to start the show exactly at 5. Provide it. Provide. Just give us the documents. The facts are there. You see, as we speak, John Kuma, about 10 to 15 people are taking you to court. There are people at Ejiso, their names have appeared on this document. They are taking you to, they served you at Wontumi station. Yes, Wontumi's Nkukobono Akobono. A hosoko, which I when you post say, Wontumi the Crasinio. The Crasinio when you scare, Bibia red, Bibia blue. So, they are so, Oko Wontumi, or when you are at Wontumi's reception, now I'm about survey will letter no to appear in court because they have found their names where it's not supposed to be. You need to also respond to that. John Kuma, you are a criminal. And I'm not scared to say this because I know what I have. Ghanaians, this is the time you people have to start calling the radios and TVs and saying that, why are you people not talking about NAPE money? Why is John Kuma not coming up with the original document? You people don't have to come after me. I've given you the roots. Ask the question because Kwame Sefa-Kain, he will not do it. OB of Asempa FM, he will not do it. Even John Kuma Betinamu station, so there's no way they will say, John Kuma, where are the original documents? They will never do that. You are saying that I have lied. The documents are fake. So why are you not bringing the original documents? Why are you not bringing the documents? So John Kuma, I am not done. I am on your tail. And remember, I need these documents to move to the second one because these documents will help the second scandal. Because they link. John, me and just don't come speak. They link. So if you are listening to me and you know John Kuma and Brenya, that thief, that criminal who works at the Jubilee House, who is John Kuma's PRO. Recently I heard that Dominic, your aide, has been arrested. Just say it's a criminal cartel at NAPE. Who is they paying billions of dollars? So so-called parliament. Yeah, Jimmy, that money for the young women to start their own business, or they call parliament. Who to me a party 1 week. No, to dying, what could do my medano. I don't have a problem. Or you're sorry, an accountant, or no, I was no accountant at NAPE. Me, I don't have. I say produce the original document because I have another scandal. The greenhouse project. It's another one that have documents, and I've caught you already, so you can't do anything. You can't change anything. The company is involved, and you can't. It come out, John Kuma, come and show Ghanaians the original document 2017-2018. John Kuma. No. John Kuma, no. So, to make things short, I don't want to be talking too much on this issue. This is a direct message to John Kuma, CEO of NAPE. My name is Kevin Ekobedu Taylor. You can write all the articles. You can write all the petitions. The question is simple. Provide Ghanaians the original documents, 2017-2018 beneficiaries, applicants, over $10 million, the people you paid. If you say you are the CEO and you have not stolen any money, provide those documents and let's put it side by side with what I have shown Ghanaians. And then let's take it from there. There's another scandal, the greenhouse scandal, over $60 million. John Kuma, you know me. I don't just say things. I have my facts. Provide us with the documents and let's take it from there. Because I will make sure you end up where you have to end up. Yes, because people like you can be trusted. People like you are a problem to our democracy. We should not allow people like you to go to parliament and make laws for us. Never. John, come and clear yourself. Just say, for now, Kevin is lying. Come and tell Ghanaians Kevin is not. Bring the documents out. It's past the 72 hours I gave you. I knew you can't. And I know you can't because you are guilty. And you have to face the law and be jailed. All right. If you listen to me, this is Loud Silence Radio and TV Network, the extended version. So today's topic is simple. Is there a plot against Ghana's democracy? Is there a plot against Ghana's democracy? Now, today we are going to take our time and break some things down. I always say the youth, you are my priority because sometimes there are a few things that these politicians, these 70-year, 60, 70, 80-year-old politicians hide from you. They always throw things out in the system so that we lose focus. And then we start to follow the tiny things, you know. This person and this person are fighting, and Nana Mama Brown has done a video, is knocking her. Nana Mama Brown done a video. She is also entitled to her own opinion. That's it. She can do whatever she can do it to Mahama. She can do it to Nana. It is her own opinion. I don't hold any grudges against an individual who decides to dislike a candidate or like a candidate. No, she's Ghanaian. So these are the small things they use to distract Ghanaians. But let's focus, fellow Ghanaians. Is there a plot against Ghana's democracy? This is a very serious question. And, you know, there's one thing I do on my show. I do my best to break things down for Ghanaians to understand. You see, when they come sit on TV and on radio and on whatever, what they do is they speak English, use words, technology, terminologies, you know, jargons. It's silly. Now, let's take our time and break things down and see if our democracy is in the balance or we need to sit up. You know, now, we have to cast our minds back. When we, the MPP, were in opposition, let's apply common sense. Let's not even go too deep. Let's not even try and talk about the court issues and what will happen. Let's sit as, you know, as rational humans. And let's analyze this and see. If we are wrong, we all know we are wrong, and we need to meet at a point and try to strengthen things and straighten things up and make sure our democracy is intact. Let's take our time. We are all in this country when we, the MPP, were in opposition. Yes, when we were in opposition, we said a lot of things. Obviously, every opposition might not like the EC, especially when an EC is being appointed by the current government. And we all have to understand when Afarijan left office, Charlotte Osei was appointed by John Mahama. Now, we, the MPP, had lots of issues with Charlotte Osei. In fact, to date, people still talk about Charlotte Osei because they think that John Mahama made her too powerful and she didn't know the job, and because she was relying on her beauty and that she did not really do the right thing, and that so many things. In opposition, we said a lot of things. We went to the point of saying that Charlotte Osei was dating Mahama. So many things. Now, we pushed and pushed and pushed, and then this same Charlotte Osei lady conducted one of the most peaceful elections in our history in 2016. And in 2016, this woman what's the word? This woman conducted one of the most effective elections Ghana has ever had. I don't remember if anybody remembers can remind me if anyone died during the 2016 elections, or there were some chaos, serious chaos where people died, or let me know and I'll say it. Maybe I don't have my facts right. So she, in fact, presided over one of the most peaceful elections in Ghana's history. Still, we the NPP were not satisfied. This woman called the elections for we the NPP. She came on national television, told Ghanaians that from what she has as the how did they have a name for it? Whatever officer, she pronounced Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo as the winner of the 2016 elections with figures and everything, and we clapped. In fact, we the MPP, we called the elections even before Charlotte Osei, as the head of the EC, called the elections. Now, after that, shortly after we the MPP took power, we heard that some people have petitioned the president and said that they think Charlotte Osei has been involved in some mismanagement, some corruption, some contract breaches, and all that. So those people petitioned the president, and we have to understand that. Oh yes, somebody just wrote she was the returning officer. Bro, for the me my teacher died early. So Anna, thank you very much. That's Dala Del. Thank you. So Charlotte was the returning officer, meaning she was the person who always had access to the final results in her hand, the returning officer, and she pronounced we the NPP as winners. Now, we said a lot of things. So we said some people have petitioned the president, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, just when Akufo-Addo took office. And then Akufo-Addo said, okay, the petition is very, very valid. It looks like all the things that those petitioners brought before him is valid, and that with the powers invested in him as the president of the Republic of Ghana, he fired Charlotte Osei. He fired Charlotte Osei and said that he got a petition from some petitioners. And between you and I and every Ghanaian, we know that till date, we don't know who the petitioners were. Let's build something. Let's try and take our time. Let's not go into their English and break things down. Now, Charlotte Osei was removed from office. Whether you want to use remove or fired or sacked, at the end of the day, she lost her job after the petition was given to the president. Now, what happened was, all these petitioners, we never saw them. And if you have been following me for a long time, there was a day I did an expose on one journalist called, what's his name? He is the editor of ABC News, Asari Bediako. I played an audio of Asari Bediako in the office of the MTT boss, the Metro Transport boss. Yes, right after the elections. So he was recorded by a security agent, and then in the recordings, this Asari Bediako guy, who is the editor of ABC News and who is also a staunch NPP member, we all know, works at the Jubilee House, goes in and out. And in that audio, he was emphatic, and he said that the petitioners were NPP people, and that the people who were behind the petitioners to remove Charlotte Osei from office were the Chief Justice, the former Chief Justice, Madam Ekufu, Nana Akufo-Addo's cousin, the Chief of Staff, Abu Jinapo, and he mentioned a few names. In fact, when you go into, if you want to watch this again, go to our YouTube channel, Loud Silence Radio and TV Network on YouTube, and type EC Asari Bediako. I think you'll find that story. Producer, when you find the title for that story, that particular story, let me know. So he said a lot of things on the tape, and I played it. Now, what happened was, after that short period, Charlotte Osei was relieved of his post, or fired, or was sacked by the president. The president appointed Jane Bloku Alote Mensah as the new EC boss. Now, the new EC boss, called Jane Alote Bloku Mensah, took over as the boss of the EC. Suddenly, things started to change. Now, what happened after Jane took over is simple. Jane, I think her first assignment was the referendum. is between the referendum or the Ayawaso by-election, the two of them. I think the referendum was first. In our history, we all know on record that the referendum was one of the weakest or the most the worst election being organized by the EC. The referendum. We saw on videos on how young kids, 12 years, 10 years, were voting and going back. You know, they were voting in merry-go-round. They come, they thumbprint, and they go. They come, they thumbprint, and they go. We saw all the evidence. We saw everything, and it was the most poorest monitored election referendum in our history. Now, at the end of the day, we got our 6 new regions, and we added to the 10 regions. The second assignment, and remember that the referendum, we used the voter registration cards, the NI, the National Health Insurance card, and all that to register and to vote. I don't know how it was done. Now we moved to her second assignment. I'm talking about Jane Bloku Alote Mensah, and that was the Ayawaso by-elections, and we all saw it. What happened at Ayawaso? What happened was that the elections wasn't fair. The EC at the end of the day knew that there were so many things that happened that the election was supposed to be called off. The EC boss appeared in front of a commission and lied and said that all the things that we saw on TV, members of parliament being brutalized, people being chopped down with cutlasses and machetes and axes and all that, the EC boss said that election was a free and fair elections and nothing happened. Jane Alote Bloku Mensah sat in front of a commission and lied when we all have videos to all these things. That's what I'm saying today. Let's take our time and then just ask ourselves, is there a plot against Ghana's democracy? Because when this woman took office, a lot of things have happened and we've got a lot of distractions. So it's about time we started thinking about the coming elections, because it's very important. It's very important to our democracy. From what happened at Ayawaso, a commission was set. This woman sat in front of the commissioners and said that, you know what, nothing happened, and that she recorded one of the best elections. To her, it was the best elections so far. She did everything possible to make sure we, the MPP, won the elections, because on a normal day, that election was supposed to be called off and rescheduled. But this woman said nothing happened. We saw the videos. We all know. We are all not new to this. Okay. Now, after that, and remember, that elections, Ghanaians used voter registration cards to vote. Yes, people used passports. Majority of Ghanaians used the voter ID card to vote in the by-elections. And to Jane Mensah, in her own words, the elections were perfect. 100%. Everything went smoothly. We didn't have double fingerprint, double counting, double facial. She said it was a perfect election at Ayawaso. Let's forget about the violence that happened. The words of the EC boss, they are very important. She sat in front of the commission and said that election was perfect because the process was smooth. Meaning the voter registration, the voter ID card people came with to vote with was accepted, and they thought that everything was perfect. In her view, it was one of the perfect elections ever organized. Now, she now moved from there, and we went to have the district assembly elections. That's the Honorable Aponchi and the rest, their elections. These same elections too happened nationwide, and Jane Mensah brought out a document telling Ghanaians that the elections was free, fair, effective, and perfect. And remember, the people who voted in these district assembly elections and whatever elections, they all used the voter registration card, meaning the same ID card went to referendum, it was perfect. The same ID card went to Ayawaso, it was solid, perfecto. The same ID card came to Honorable Aponchi and the district elections, and it was marvelous. And these are the words of the EC boss. Now, this is where it starts to get tricky. After that, suddenly something started to happen. the EC started, some people, in fact, AFAG, if you people remember AFAG, they were part of a Sankumes criminals called the Occupy Ghana group. Let my vote count. AFAG, Occupy Ghana, those people, the bulls, they were working like bulls. AFAG started making some noise. Oh, in fact, because the EC threw something out there that they want to change a few things at the EC because they think the past administration, that means Charlotte Osei and her team. And the funny thing is, Charlotte Osei was the only person who was fired. The rest of the guys are still there. And that Charlotte Osei didn't manage things well. So the system is not perfect. And that we have to do re-registration to make sure we clean the system. The same system that we used for the referendum, Jane Mensah said perfecto. The same register that we used for Ayawaso, Jane Mensah said perfecto. And the same register that we used for just the recent assemblyman or whatever elections, Jane Mensah came out to say it's perfectora. Now she turns around and tells Ghanaians that, you know what? The register is not good. It's fake. We have a lot of people in there who are not supposed to be in there. So we are going to change everything, not just the register. We are even going to change the software and whatever is involved to make our elections perfect. So we need to buy new machines. And then what we are going to do now is the voter ID, maybe the birth certificate, the driver's, all those things we used to do the referendum. We used to vote in the Ayawaso by-election, and also all the IDs we used to vote in the district assembly elections, we don't have to use them again because they are all documents that can't be trusted. Yes, that's the best word. Jane Mensah said all the perfectos she oversaw, today the perfecto she oversaw is all a lie, and that she knew she needs a new way of making the register credible. So she said that we have to change the softwares, the computers. 2, we have to also change what we use to give us access to vote, meaning we have to use only NIA card. Remember, NIA card, let's not get confused. She wants Ghanaians to only use NIA cards and then passports, some point birth certificates. Now, the ones we are looking at very well is the NIA card, the National Identification Authority, the card they are putting together, and also passports. Now, as a Ghanaian watching me now, I just want to know if we can do some random. How many of you have passports? Yes. Just say I have. I don't have. I have. I'll talk about it. So she says that the registration and all that, we have to do everything again because the register is overstretched. That is the statement she made. She said the register we used in the referendum at by-elections and also the district assembly elections, the register has been overstretched. Now, that language she used, it has been overstretched. We're still trying to find and understand that language. If you say the register has been overstretched, if something has been overstretched, what does it mean? Does it mean that the register is not good or the register is bad? What does it, if it has been, is it, I don't get it. So she said that was her excuse. It has been overstretched. Okay. Now, she has presented an ally to Parliament, telling Parliament that, you know what, Parliament, we want to do registration again, and that we believe as EC, there are 2 things for now we think are very solid that Ghanaians can use to vote come 2020, and that is a passport and NIA cards. Now, as we speak, the NIA has not been able to even deliver about 20% of the population, cards for the population. NIA has not been able to do that. Now, as we speak as Ghanaians, when you go to Bubuashi right now, you go to my hometown Ayeldo, when you go to Asankuregua market, and you ask the number of people there that how many of them have passports? Even in America, in the United States of America, if you take American population, about 60% of Americans don't have passports because they don't see passports as something so important if they are not traveling. They only need passports when they want to go out of the country. So I want to ask, how many Ghanaians have passport or can apply for a passport, can pay for a passport? So the EC suddenly thinks that the NIA card, which was actually put together by this administration, where we all supported and said that, you know what, we can have the NIA card and also keep our voters ID card and also other IDs. She thinks that only the NIA card should be a valid document, a valid ID for a Ghanaian to be able to vote with. Now, the question is, why do you think an EC at this point, an EC that has conducted 3 elections and come out to tell Ghanaians that these elections are the most perfect elections that has ever been organized in this nation before, will suddenly turn around and say that the same register they used in those elections, it has been overstretched, it has been bloated, it has been whatever, all the English. Why do you think an EC would suddenly turn around and will do everything in its capacity to make sure that only the NIA card and also a passport and maybe a birth certificate should be the only document that a Ghanaian should have before they can vote come 2020? Now, Ghana government has been talking every day and saying that the government does not have money. Now, we have given EC 8.8 trillion. Yes, 8.8 trillion to make sure that the register that brought our president to power, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, the register that we, the NDC and MPP, all came together and accepted that this is the register that we have to use in 2016 for the general elections, the register that at the end of the day saw 1 million people coming out of it and voting for we, the NPP, to win the election 2016, suddenly we, the NPP, don't like it again. Suddenly, the new EC boss who was appointed by the president says, yes, that register that got we or us NPP into power, over 1 million votes, it is not good, and that we need to change it. Let's speak as normal Ghanaians. Let's take our time, and that we need to go bring up about 8.8 trillion to come and change everything at the EC, change the register, and also use a passport or an NIA card to vote. We won the elections with over 1 million votes. Why should you see? We, the MPP, won the elections over 1 million votes. That's what we have been saying ever since. The EC has never come out to say the MPP won the election over 1 million votes. Fine, let's keep it that way. We have our policies: 1 district, 1 factory, one district, 1 factory, 1 district, 1 dam, 1 constituency, 1 million. Free SHS. These are all one of our policies. Digital address system, NIA cards, employment for NAPCO. We have all these policies. We, the NPP, anytime we are on TV, we are on social media, we brag about that. There are the serious social interventions that has changed the lives of Ghanaians today. Meaning, our policies plus our backup 1 million numbers, we shouldn't be worried about changing this register. Now, you have to understand that the only political party in Ghana today that is supporting the EC to change the register is the NPP that is in power. And you have to understand that this is the same NPP that won 2016 elections with over 1 million votes. In terms, that's what we said. Now, what do you think will make a political party that won 1 million votes different in an elections, and a political party that believes in its policies, that the policies are working, say still we need the register to be changed no matter what before we enter into election 2020? My fellow Ghanaians, why do you think a government in power will do everything to support the EC when the CSOs, people that matter in Ghana, people who have been in politics, administrative, political administration, people who have been involved in elections, both local and international, are saying that the move by this Jane Mensah is the most deadliest move any EC boss can make, because it's not like we don't have the register. The register is there. In fact, it has been tested 3 times since Jane Mensah became the EC boss. It has been tested 3 times, and Jane Mensah, all the 3 times, has come on national TV to tell Ghanaians that it is a perfect register to take us into the general elections. So why do you think suddenly Jane Mensah would say that we need to change the register? No matter what, we need to change the register, when all political parties who are the main players and the main actors in this business are saying that, no, what, we want to stick with this old register. And all these political parties who are saying that we want to stick with this register, they know for a fact that the NPP, which I belong to, won the 2016 elections with over 1 million votes. So as a rational Ghanaian, when you sit down and you analyze, you have to be worried. You have to be worried in the sense that when the government is on TV and on radio every day saying that their policies are effective, they are working, their social interventions, Ghanaians are accepting we the NPP, and that no matter what, Ghanaians are going to vote for us. And also you have to remember that we the NPP have 1 million votes in the sack at the end the Obian Fanisankai. So why would we support or give the EC all this amount of money just to change a credible register by the words of the EC herself, as an institution and as the leader, Jane Mensah? Why would we support the EC to change the register? Remember, the majority leader in parliament came out some time back, I'm sorry we don't have this, to say to Ghanaians that no, I think he said it to the NDC, right, that when the register is changed, no political party will ever come to power again. It will only be the NPP. Yes, I think that this, I'm trying to paraphrase and rephrase all that he said. But in his statement, he said, after this register is changed, no political party should think of coming to power again, because it's a done deal. Why do you think a majority leader in parliament will make such a statement? And why do you think the EC is bent on making sure of that the register is changed? And that, why do you think that a political party that has 1 million votes at its advantage, and also telling Ghanaians that the policies they are putting in place is actually working and they are changing the lives of Ghanaians and putting pockets in the lives of Ghanaians, will be so worried that the old register will be used for election 2020? My fellow Ghanaians, here we don't need a PhD holder to explain things to us. That's why I always love it when we take our time to break things down for us to think about as reasonable, rational beings. Why do you think this is happening? That's why today I chose the caption, is there a plot against Ghana's democracy? Is there a plot by this president? Is there a plot by this EC boss? Is there a plot by the NPP government to make sure that the register is changed to benefit we, the NPP, in power? Because one, when the register is going to be changed, it means, one, we are going to use the NIA card, and the NIA cards, the government, because the NIA works under the office of the president. If I'm wrong, tell me. The NIA it was introduced by this government, and then it was introduced by the government to make sure that Ghanaians get access to the NIA card. Now, if you have followed the National Identification Authority, Asifua and his people, you've realized that whenever they go to places that does not favor the NPP politically, the rate at which they work becomes very slow. In fact, from the records and from checks, you people can go and check for yourself. I don't want you to take everything that I say. Go back, go Google, go do your own statistical checks, go do. Anytime they go to the so-called strongholds of the NDC, registration becomes problem. The machines start to get problems. They register few people, and in fact, they have even worked less than 30%. You see, they are supposed to be able to at least register about 90 or almost every Ghanaian before we go to election 2020, because there are new people who are registering. And remember, the EC did some new registration for new voters last year. New voters. The EC actually said that if you want to come and vote in 2020, if you have turned 18, come and let us register you and add you to the old register. That is what the EC did. And they did that exercise, and we Ghanaians gave them money to do that exercise. They said, the EC didn't say, those new voters, come and write your name and we will put it on a different sheet and wait. No, they said, come and register and let us add you to the old register that gave us, the NPP, 1 million votes. So the EC did it. Now, in a few months, after doing all that without huge money, this woman turns around and says that, no, we are going to nullify everything, and that what we are going to do now is you need to have an NIA card or a passport or maybe a birth certificate before you can. But remember, all those new voters who went to write their name, they all used the voter's ID, the voter's registration card that we used in voting in 2020. Some used other forms of ID, and the registration was smooth. Remember, none of these new voters or new registrants or whatever, none of them came with an NIA card, because the NIA had not even been able to sustain the job. They've not been able to provide a card. So 99% of the new voters, they use the old ID to register. So it does not make any sense to any country. You call new voters, come and register with your old ID. Let us put it in the old register, which brought the MPP into power, meaning MPP has 1 million votes sitting there. Now, you technically turn around and tell Ghanaians that, you know what, the machines, the computers, the past administration, they destroyed everything. They had the worst administration. Remember, Charlotte Osei, after she left the EC, she has conducted elections in one of the most dangerous countries on earth. And she was given that assignment by the UN in Afghanistan. And she came out 100%. Nothing was heard. They had their elections and it was perfect. And this is the same Charlotte Osei that was people petitioned the president to remove from office, because some people believe that if they get Jane Mensah to take over Charlotte Osei's job, it means the MPP, which I belong to, our presence will be solidified, or it will be cemented forever. And the president, not telling Ghanaians who the petitioners were, went ahead and said, Charlotte Osei, leave your post and let Jane Mensah come and fill that position. My fellow Ghanaians, let's try and make some sense out of this. The question is simple. Is there a plot against Ghana's democracy? Now, remember, last weekend, the president himself came out to tell Ghanaians that, you know what, there's a partial lockdown. We shouldn't have any gathering. No gathering, because it is dangerous for Ghanaians. No church gathering, no hospital gathering, no conventions, no political party gathering, no institutions have to gather people in any way, because we are observing social distancing and also observing the lockdown, the partial lockdown. These were the directive of the President of the Republic of Ghana. Yes, and the president came out and told Ghanaians that no institutions, whether public or private, should hold any form of gathering. Nobody. Now, the EC went against the president's directive and started recruiting officers for the 2020 elections, calling them, interviewing them, and taking their contact and gathering 50, 60, 70 people in different locations. Now, a member of parliament sees this and goes to court and tells courts that, you know what, the EC is going against the directive of the gentleman of the land, the president, and that the court has to restrain the EC from doing that. Now, the judges in the court, majority of them took their time. They analyzed the whole thing. The judge in particular analyzed the MP's case and said that, you know what, this makes sense, and that I'm going to give you the right, or I'm going to grant that what you're asking for, that the EC should not have any room to organize any kind of conventions or meetings or gathering, because the president has given a directive. Now, just last Sunday or Saturday, there was a tip-off that the Electoral Commission, led by Bossman and Jane Mensah, they have gathered some gentlemen at a particular hotel, and they are registering and registering officers for the coming elections. This is the EC, the Electoral Commission, that is supposed to listen to the government, the president's directive. Now, the MP that took the EC to court went to the location with a court document and told the policeman there that, you know what, there is a court restraining order stopping the EC from involving in any kind of gathering. None. In no time, some police officers who are believed to be from the invisible forces who are in the national security came in there. The police, the ordinary police too, also came in there, and that in an hour or so they saw the EC coming out of the hotel. In fact, in their own Land Cruisers and in their V8, we all saw that on the news, on Joy, and we all saw it. The police officer on location that day, I don't think we have time, I would have played that. It's a 6 minutes long video. The police officer at the location where the EC had gathered over 50 to 60 Ghanaians going against the president directive, the police officer there, the district commander or something like that, I stand to be corrected, in granting an interview to Joy News, said that they went inside the hotel and they saw the EC officials and also some over 20 people there. Now, the shocking thing is, the president on Sunday comes on national television and speaks to the nation. And then the president refuses to make a statement about that, about an institution like the EC going contrary or going against his directive. So as a normal Ghanaian, when someone tells you that the president of the Republic of Ghana, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, is the person behind the EC, encouraging the EC to go ahead and do this, I don't think anyone should argue and say that that is a lie. Because after this happened, this is the Electoral Commission that has gone against the court's order, that has gone against the president's directive. And as we speak today, from morning till now, no media house you took this up as a major discussion. And I see this as a very serious issue, because if the EC that is supposed to hold the democracy of this nation, it needs to make sure that it is protected and that everybody gets, fair judgment and whatever when it comes to our elections, goes against the directive of the president, then you have to understand that our democracy is in a very difficult position. It's actually on ventilators, because if the EC, which is supposed to be the referee, which is supposed to abide by the rules and regulations of the land and especially abide by the directive of the president, goes against the president directive and also goes against the court, it means the EC does not respect the executive and does not respect the judiciary, meaning the EC has been given powers by somebody to make sure that they go against both the judiciary and both the executive to make sure somebody's mission is accomplished. And now, the executive has refused to comment on the actions of the EC because the executive supports what the EC is doing. So it means that as we speak, the executive does not respect the judiciary. Because if the executive, that is the president, respects the judiciary, it will tell the court or it will tell the EC that, you know what, you have gone against my directive and you have gone against the directive of the judiciary, which is one arm of government, which is respected. The president comes on TV and speaks the whole night. The next morning, the presidency, the information ministry, nobody in the government machinery makes a statement about this. There's a big problem and we don't see it. The problem I'm seeing here is that it will get to a point whereby the EC boss, Jane Mensah, will take decisions, direct decisions, will take instructions from the executive and ignore the judiciary, ignore the courts, and make sure that the executive's missions are accomplished. That is where it's going to go. And when it gets to that level, we Ghanaians will have nothing to say, because we expect the executive, that is the president, to check that institution, using his powers invested in him as the president of the Republic of Ghana, to make sure that he links with the judiciary to check the EC. Now, the executive is supporting the EC to go against the constitution of the land. And if that is happening, we have to know that there's going to be constitutional crisis and there's not going to be any form of democracy, and that the EC will do things that will go against the people, we the people, meaning when even the people make a decision at the end of the day at the ballot, the EC will know that the executive is backing it, and it will turn the decision. That's why I'm saying that there's a plot against Ghana's democracy. And when the people get to know that they have voted against or for a government and the decision is being turned around to favor some people, that is when democracy is killed. This is simple. You see, I don't want to do a PhD explanation. This is simple. If the EC is in bed with the executive to go against the constitution, to go against the rules and regulations of the land, and disrespect the judiciary, then it means that it is going to get to a point whereby the executive and the EC, they will be too powerful to respect the judiciary and respect the constitution, the laws of the land, meaning we will be living in an autocratic state. And that is what this president and this EC boards are building. That's why I asked the question, is there a plot against Ghana's democracy? Are there some people who want to hold on to power no matter what happens? We don't come here because we hate anybody. We come here because we want to save Ghana. We come here because we want to respect the laws. We want people we have given power and authority to respect the laws of the land. But from what that I've said from the beginning till now, there is a connection. You have realized that from the brutality that happened from Ayawaso, the irregularities that happened during the referendum, from what happened during the district elections, and from the actions of the president after the commission gave him the report, it shows that this president is capable of doing anything. And when I say he's capable of doing anything, he's capable of bending the constitution, or going against the constitution, or going against the judiciary to make sure he holds on to power. Why do I say this? After the commission put together a report, after the Ayawaso incident, people were caught pants down. Criminals were given national security uniforms. They admitted on national television that they were put in there because of their political affiliations. They butchered people. They shot people. But the president looked in the face of the commissioners and threw away the commissioner's report and said that that is nonsense to him, because at the end of the day, that document was supposed to force the president, to force his party faithfuls to make some changes, to face the law. Somebody like Brian Champon was supposed to be taken to court to face the law and be jailed from his actions, because all the crime that happened at Ayawaso was put together by Brian Champon. But the president said no. He threw that thing in the face of Emil Short and the rest of the commissioners and spit in their face and said, I am an autocratic leader and I don't take nonsense. If it goes against my people, let it stay the same. If Ghanaians are going to die, Ghanaians are going to die to keep me in power, to protect people like that tyrant. I've forgotten his name. So you have to understand that from day one, the president has supported this mischief, this campaign of making sure that this country is hijacked. This country is being ruled like a country being ruled by a tyrant. Because even from the way Charlotte Osei was ousted from her office, the way Charlotte Osei was fired, till date, nobody can come out and explain to Ghanaians what exactly Charlotte Osei did for her to be fired. Till date, we don't know even the petitioners who they are. From their own boy, what's his name? Asari, ABC editor. He said that the president himself, the former chief justice, and I am not saying it, it's on the audio. We listened. The president himself, the former chief justice, who's the cousin to the president, the chief of staff, and the people at the Jubilee House orchestrated the firing of Charlotte Osei, meaning the president had his own plans after he took office. And that the best plan was to bring in somebody who could not do things on her own, an ignorant woman who is so selfish and greedy and wicked and depressed deep down because she is not enjoying as a married woman, because she's going through marital problems. Her husband is beating her every single day, and she wants to feel important to some people, so she will not care if Ghanaians die on the day of elections to keep this president in power. My fellow Ghanaians, these are difficult times. We have a lot of things to deal with: coronavirus, economy. But if we lose the little democracy we have, we're done. And from what I am saying and from all that I've said, go back. I keep telling you, don't take everything that I say. Go and do your checks. Taking all that I've said, putting it on the table as a rational being who has been to class 1, all through to your SS, university, PhD, do your own assessment. Why will a government in power that won an election with over 1 million votes, why will a government in power that boasts of its initiatives, that is working and helping Ghanaians to survive, will tell or will support an EC to change the same register that brought them into power? And that spend billions, trillions on that. Why? You see, when I hear people say, God will do it, leave everything to God, I feel hurt, because let me tell you for a fact, if you don't fight for your freedom, if you are a Ghanaian and you don't fight for your freedom, someone will take your freedom from you. It's a fact. Why do you think America is still America? Because they fight for their freedom every single day. Upon all that misunderstanding they have as Americans, going to Congress and fighting and Senate, if you dare try them as America, they will fight you as America, because their democracy and their freedom is important to them. But Ghana, when you go there and say, God will do this. God, no, we need to fight for our freedom. We need to fight to sustain the democracy, because when there is conflict, when there is any problem during the elections, the young ones, the 2-year-olds, the 10-year-olds, the 1-year-olds, they can't run. They can't scream. Our grandmothers, the 90-year-old, the 60-year-olds, somebody like President Kufuor, somebody like, they can't run. They will be butchered into pieces because we fail to come together and speak to power and tell them that, you know what, you cannot play with the democracy of the people, because if you do that, you are going to destroy future generations and the current generation. That is, so we need to fight to keep the democracy intact. EC bosses can go and come, but you cannot, an EC boss cannot destroy the democracy we've held. If there are things which are supposed to be done at EC, it has to be done. But as rational Ghanaians, we know for a fact that this register is credible, this register is a valid register. Every Ghanaian holding a national voter's ID is a Ghanaian who can vote, because Abu Ramadan went to court, and at the end of the day, the Supreme Court, the court itself, the judiciary, came out to say that these cards or these IDs are solid, valid IDs any ordinary Ghanaian can take to the polling station and vote with. I am a Democrat in the United States. When I went to vote recently, I voted for Joe Biden. When I went to the voting center, they only asked for my driver's license. That's it. I spent less than 10 minutes. We don't need facial recognition. We don't need double thumbprint. We don't need all this nonsense. That's not every single year. Ghanaians have to change something about our elections, our electoral process. Every single year. What do we need as a people? What do we need? And what hurts is a president who is 76 years. The problem is a president who is 76 years. His chief of staff is almost that age. His senior minister is, we don't even know where he is, whether he's dead or not. Osaf Mafo, he's close to that age. Over. What are we talking about? All these people are going to die soon. They will die very soon. They will die. And that is nature. That is how God made it. You grow, you die, young ones grow, and they die. It is a fact. Don't say I'm saying bad things. No, they are going to die, and it is a fact. So why are these people so much into power? Ask yourself. They don't care about us. You have about 40 years more to live as a Ghanaian, to achieve your dream as a young entrepreneur, to achieve your dream as a nurse, to achieve your dream as a teacher, as a driver, as an architect. He has lived all his life. He does not care what is going to happen to you. So if you, the person who is left with about 50 years, 60 years to spend on earth to build Ghana, cannot speak and fight for your democracy and fight for your rights and make sure the right thing is done, then my fellow Ghanaian, you are basically killing yourself, because you have given yourself to them to destroy you. Yes. Yes, it's a fact. Suddenly, we the MPP, we support every single thing the EC does. Physically. We support every single thing this EC does. And you know, the funny thing is, before Jane Mensah got into this position, she had worked with people where she used to work, and they know she is not capable of handling the EC as an institution, as a body. Everybody knows. Today, when we put Jane Mensah here and you put Charlotte Osei here, you know for a fact that the experience Charlotte Osei has, if it's not about the naming, the shaming, the propaganda against her, this lady worked for the UN to go and conduct elections in Afghanistan, to oversee the elections in the most deadliest place on earth, and no single individual died. And you take somebody like that out, bring in Jane Mensah, who cannot even take care of a referendum, assemblyman election, and a by-election. She failed in all the 3 elections. And we want to go into one of the most difficult, the most serious, the most unpredictable elections in the history of this country, and nobody is speaking about the conduct of the EC boss, the conduct of the president, and the conduct of the party in government. And everybody thinks that God does not have time for these things. God has given us time. He has given us time to react. He's given us time to work and talk as Ghanaians and fight against what is about to happen to us. God gives signals. God talks to the people and say, you know, that's why I gave you minds. I gave you mouth. You have to start speaking and making sure your democracy is held intact, because there are some people who are plotting against the democracy of this nation because they have nothing to lose. Fellow Ghanaian, you are listening to Loud Silence Radio and TV Network. This is the extended version of With All Due Respect. My name is Kevin Ekobedu Taylor. I am not here to intimidate anybody or put fear in anyone. I am here to tell you the truth. Yes, nothing but the truth. What is happening now is dangerous. Let me tell you for a fact. We can say all the things on radio, on TV. The 2020 elections is the most difficult elections in the history of this nation. It is unpredictable, and let me tell you, people will die because we have become too quiet. We have seen the signs on the wall. We, the young ones, the youth, we know that what the EC is doing, what Jane Mensah is doing, is going to destroy this nation. We know there's going to be war at the end of the day if this woman keeps on doing what she's doing. And we know. You see, what hurts is we are Christians, we are Muslims, we are unbelievers, and we know that this is going to get people killed. We have young ones. We have 2-year-olds, toddlers. Even the day we'll be having an election, somebody will be born. My fellow Ghanaians, this is not a joke. That register brought NPP to power, 1 million votes. That register was accepted by the President of the Republic of Ghana, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, when Charlotte Osei pronounced the NPP as winners of the 2016 elections. That register that this EC woman wants to change was the register we used in the referendum, in the by-elections, in the assemblyman elections. This register has been around. The IDs we used was the same ID we used to win 1 million seats, 1 million votes as an MPP party. This was the same ID we used at the referendum. These are the same IDs we used at Ayawaso. These are the same IDs we used to vote for assemblymen. What is wrong that today this government is supporting this EC led by Jane Mensah, who is a puppet to this president, to do or to take to Ghanaians, we have less than 7 months to take back our democracy. Some people are plotting to destroy it because of power. And you know what? I'm not going to mince words. People are going to die. That is if we refuse to speak. Mothers will be murdered. Children will be slaughtered. Fathers who can't walk. People in the hospitals will be maimed. Politicians will be hanged. Industries will be burned. Churches will go down. Industries will go down. Men of God will be killed. We will kill brothers and sisters. You will lift guns against each other. But we have a chance of stopping this. We have another chance as Ghanaians to prevent this. Northerners will rise against Ashantis. Equipims will fight Fantis. We will forget about where we started. We will forget about what our forefathers did to get us to this point. Because a woman, one woman who does not have a heart, one woman who has been molested and treated as a rag in her marriage, who wants to be felt and seen as important, has said in her heart that she will do everything to turn our democracy upside down. It is not up to God to change this. It is not up to the United States of America to intervene. It is not up to the international bodies to bring representatives to be in Ghana. It is up to you and I to tell this woman that we will not accept this nonsense. It is up to us as Ghanaians to speak to the president and tell him, Mr. President, this register brought you to power. These ID cards brought you to power. These are the same things that gave you 1 million votes, and we will not accept this. If we have to get on the streets for the world to hear our voice, my fellow Ghanaians, we have to do that. We cannot be timid anymore. This is the time we have to start protecting and fighting for our democracy. We have come a long way, 63 years as a nation. We should not allow some men who are closer to their death. We should not allow some women who don't understand why they are on earth to take that freedom from us. We have children, we have mothers, we have sisters, uncles, and brothers. Some are sick, they can't even walk. Some are dying on their beds. Some are praying every single day to make sure that we sustain this democracy. But it is up to us, the young ones, up to us, the ones who are ready to save this nation, to go out there and speak truth to power and tell this EC boss and tell this president that, you know what, we have had enough. Enough is enough. Let us stick with what we have. We can make it better, but we should not turn things around to favor some individuals. My fellow Ghanaians, This is the time we have to make a change. This is the time we have to let the EC understand that Ghana belongs to Ghanaians, not some clan or individuals. Fellow Ghanaians, I am saying this because I see the light. I see gloom ahead of us. I see disaster. That is, God has given us 7 months to make a good decision. A good decision. The pastors, the clergy, you see more than I see. And you know that what is happening today is going to kill all of us. And trust me, people are hungry. People are also angry. And people are disturbed. And when you make people too angry, there's a blood rush in their head. And when people pick machetes, they pick guns, they don't think about brothers and sisters. They don't. Fellow Ghanaians, this is the time. The youth, I'm talking to you. I've always said, never lift a finger or a gun or a machete against a brother. Never lift a finger. Never hit a brother. But always make sure your voice is heard. How do you get your voice heard? Speak up. Go on the streets. If you have to demonstrate, you need to demonstrate. This woman has to sit up and listen to we the people, not some individuals. It is time we saved this nation. It is time we went back to the basics and started thinking as patriotic Ghanaians. Fellow Ghanaians, you've been listening to my editorial for today. This is Loud Silence Radio and TV Network. My name is Kevin Ekobedu Taylor. The question is simple. Is there a plot against Ghana's democracy? Fellow Ghanaians, there is a plot and we have to stop it. At this point, I'm going to take phone calls. Producer, I think I'm good. Yes, +1 202 751 8769. +1 202 751 8769. I'm going to take calls for 15-20 minutes, then I'm going to end the show. Yes, so if the calls are going to come in now, I'm going to start picking the calls. This is the Monday edition. I know people are sad, people are quiet, but hey, we need to speak the truth to ourselves. Hello, caller, where are you calling from and your name? Yep. All right. Hello, caller. Okay, let's do this. Hello, caller. Yeah, your name and where you calling from?
Yeah. Yeah, hello, good evening.
Good evening, sir. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's me, Inusa. I'm talking from Barcelona, right?
Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, I want to contribute about, recently we have seen this trying to have a meeting at, a City World Hotel.
Yeah.
And I don't understand why they are giving them an intention. Hello, are you with me?
We can hear you, sir. Go ahead.
Yeah, they are giving them an injection, but meanwhile, these EC members and the officers, they are still holding the meeting. And I think Akufo-Addo is aware of that. And what are they talking about this issue that is going on? I mean, Ghana is going wayward. Ghana is going wayward, and what do you call it? I can say the administration, the judiciary, and their co-members should do something about this.
Thank you very much.
Thank
you for your time. Hello, caller. Your name and where you calling from?
Hi, my name is Philip. I'm calling from Canada.
Go ahead, sir.
My question is Nana Akufo-Addo, our president, is he actually a human rights lawyer? Because this man is not proven to be a human rights lawyer as he claims. I can't say it because your actions have to speak louder than the voice.
Yeah.
Because every time this man, when there's an issue, a national issue, he will speak about that one. Then whatever he wants to say is about way forward to be in power, That is exactly what he's doing. And this Jane Mensah, who is he to be the one controlling all of us? Who is Jane Mensah? The same person who said we shouldn't be registering people in an election year, but she herself wants to do the same thing. So why do we have to take this person serious now?
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you for your views. Hello, caller. Where are you calling from and your name? Hello? Hello?
Hello, Kevin.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hello,
Go ahead.
Kevin. Good
Yeah.
evening.
Good evening. Go ahead.
Yeah. Yeah, Kevin. It's just it's about Akufo-Addo again. It's only about him. It can only be about him. I think Akufo-Addo is really brave. Brave as an armed robber going into someone's home to steal. After over 3 years and nothing to show for it. And evil enough to let hospitals and houses that were built by another government brought away while Ghanaians need it. And shameless enough to tell Ghanaians he is going to build 88 hospitals. When is he going to build the 88 hospitals? In the months left in office? Or it's planned already? He definitely will come to power, whether or not Ghanaians will let him. And today, he is shameless enough to stand and say, somewhere among his evil group, that the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, there was a time and blah, 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 blah. Where was he when Muslims were told to stop the call to prayer? And where was he when Muslim women's headgear was torn off from their head? Where was he? What I'm trying to say is Ghanaian wake up. All Ghanaians should wake up. This is another lie. Now he stands today and says, Muslims, my Muslim brothers and sisters, don't be fooled. Because it's easy to fool us. They come with a few bags of rice and milk, give it to us, and then the next election we will line up to vote for him. He is lying. He is a liar. Nothing will change. If Akufo-Addo comes to power, we are going to die. Kevin just said there will be death. I mean, it's the truth. It's the truth. Nothing else can happen but death. He will kill us. They will kill all of us. We will be worse than China. He is shameless enough to mention the Prophet of Islam just to get the Muslims running. And terrible things were done in Ghana, and it never happened until in his time. Shearing the women's headgear from their head. And now he sends rice and milk, everything just to pay off. He thinks he can buy the Muslims. Now Muslims, listen to me. Don't be fooled. You were fooled enough to re-elect him. Don't do it again because nothing good will come out of it. Don't forget he stopped the call of prayer. And this happened only in his time. There was no time in Ghana. There never was a time when it was said to the Muslims, you can't call to prayer. But it happened in his time. Did he come out once to say anything? No. Muslim boys were shot. 7 of them were shot in cold blood. Did he come out to say anything? No. And now he comes again telling us about the Prophet Muhammad. Peace be upon him. He should stop lying. He lies and mentions the Prophet. He is shameless enough to lie. Where are the factories? Where are the dams? He promised. Akufo-Addo is an armed robber. That's like an armed robber going into a home field. That's the way he is to Ghanaians. So Ghanaians, woke up. I am not an NDC person. I'm not an whatever it is. I don't have a party. I never voted for anybody, and I don't intend to vote for anybody. With the people like him, I am glad I didn't vote him into office. I am really glad I didn't vote him into office. He is an evil person. Ghanaians, please wake up, open your eyes, or else we will slaughter each other.
Thank you very much, ma'am.
He is shameless.
Thank you.
Good evening.
Good evening. Have a wonderful night. Hello, caller. Yeah, hello? Hello? Yes, hello?
Hello?
I can hear you. Yeah, go ahead, sir.
Hello,
Yes, sir. We
Mr.
can hear
Kevin.
you. Yes, sir.
Mr. Kevin Taylor.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hello.
Yes, I can hear you, sir. Yeah. Hello? Hello? All right. Okay. Hello, caller? Hello?
Yeah, hello.
Yes, sir. Where are you calling from and your name?
Yeah, Mr. Kevin.
Yes, sir.
This is Mr. Attica, right from the Bronx.
Go ahead.
Yeah, thank you for the good work. And I'm saying Ramadan Mubarak to all Muslims and all the Christians to Ramadan Mubarak, you know.
Great.
Kevin, we hoping God will strengthen you and endow you with wisdom and the courage to continue whatever you're doing.
Yeah.
The sister who just finished speaking, she says something which is very touching and very accurate. It's not only him. There are so many politicians, whenever they come into our neighborhood for campaign, they will go and memorize some 2 or 3 2-by-4 verses of the Bible or 2-by-4 verses of the Holy Quran, right?
Yeah.
And when they come, they just want to quote something just for them to get the sense of belongingness, like people to know that they are part of us. But they are lying. Especially yesterday, what happened with our president quoting an hadith from the no. You cannot use that to fool nobody anymore, because you know why? According to our Islamic teaching, one of the greatest sin, the worst sin on earth, is lies. So if you can quote from the Prophet, you should know that the Prophet also made a statement saying that a Muslim or a person can fornicate, a person can cheat, a person can do all sort of bad things, but a person who has God fear in his heart can never lie. And lying is the root of all the evil things happening on earth. Because a politician will tell you, I will build you 350 schools, he will never build. That is a lie. A politician will tell you, I'm going to give you one constituency or $1 million. That's a lie. A politician will tell you, I'm going to build one village, one dam, then they'll build one village, one pond. That is a lie. So if you cannot correct all these mistakes and you come again and stand in the on national TV misquoting, because whatever he quoted, it has an instances that hadith came about. Something has to happen for an hadith to come about. Yeah. So there was a misquotation there, but we are not going to go into all that. But what I'm trying to say is, whatever you said is very true. We support whatever you say, and I posted something on my wall yesterday and people were insulting, I think 2 days ago. I don't care. It is the truth. If someone is a liar, it doesn't matter whether he has gray hair or bald hair. We have to tell the person squarely he's a liar so that tomorrow the person will not repeat. I'm waiting as a human rights lawyer, I'm waiting to see what will be the Jubilee House response to the inappropriate actions of the EC.
All right, sir. Thank you very much.
Court orders. That's what I want to see. That's all. Because I know I have over 7 articles that shows that if someone goes against court orders, there are certain procedures that we should do. And when the time comes, I will come on your show and we're going to go
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Hello, caller. Your name and where are you calling from?
Hello, my name is William Gabriel. I'm calling from Frankfurt, Germany.
All right, so go ahead.
Kevin, thank you very much for the enlightenment and the great work that you are doing. It's not easy to put yourself into that position due to this government that you have in power. But thank God you are very far away from every harm. And, we are supporting you 100%. Actually, I have a problem. And the problem is that I live in Germany. And I renewed my passport 5 years ago. And I'm supposed to renew the passport again. And this time, in the passport form, there wasn't written that I had to put fingerprints. So I filled the form online and sent everything to the embassy. I waited for 3 weeks, and the passport is supposed to come on 2 weeks. I sent the passport. After 3 weeks, I called and I asked them, why is it that the passport is not coming? Because I sent everything, and the passport is supposed to be sent to me. And they told me now I have to pick a car from the place that I live, drive 3 hours to Berlin to collect the passport and give a thumbprint. Then I asked, why is it that they didn't ask me for the thumbprint, on the phone? And they said, no, it's a new change of law. Then I said, why is it that it's not on the phone?
Goodness.
So I saw that there was something really funny going on, which I don't really understand because it wasn't like that before. You understand? Everything is on the form that you have to fill out. And, so talking about this voting thing really brought an idea to my head that maybe these people, they are trying to just do something with, all this fingerprint thing and stuff like that.
All right, we'll look into that. We'll look into that. I'll look into that for you.
Yeah, that is really. Thank you very much.
Have a wonderful night,
and God bless.
God bless you too. Hello, caller. Your name and where you calling from? Oh, boss, talk.
Eric.
Yes, sir.
This man, a big problem to this nation, and you guys have to support us because as of now, there's too much confusion in the system.
Too much, right?
Unemployment, inequality, discrimination here and there, and this woman has hijacked the whole country. Why? Where are the civil society? Where are the pastors, the imams, the chief imams? Where are they? Kevin, let's pray for Mother Ghana.
Thank you very much, sir. Yeah, you're still listening to Loud Silence Radio and TV Network. You can today's show. You can see that people are really. Hello, caller. Your name and where you calling from?
Hello, producer. How are you?
Go ahead, sir. Thank you.
Good. My name is Jacob. I'm calling from London.
Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, I would like to make a contribution.
I had your wife. I had your wife. Okay, go ahead, sir.
Yeah, she's always on it. Yeah, she's always. Well, it's all about the politicians. I was saying that the constitution of the nation should be amended so that past politicians or whatever, presidents, ministers, all of them should be held accountable if they leave office.
Yeah.
Just like what happened in South Korea. The president was put in jail for fraud.
Yeah.
If that starts in our country as well, people will sit up. What do you think, brother?
No. You see, I keep telling people, the last time I was telling people, the disappointment I have or my problem with this administration is they made us believe that they were going to make the system work and that some people did things against the law and some politicians stole money. So even when this president came up with a special prosecutor's office issue, you remember every Ghanaian was in support of it, Yeah,
because
when we were all in the opposition as an MPP member, I was happy. I'm like, because all the songs we were singing for Ghanaians to dance was that there's too much corruption in the system. Politicians are stealing from us, and then when we come to power, people are going to put. And it's been almost 4 years. We have the Attorney General, we have the Special Prosecutor, we have the President's Office, and nobody. It doesn't mean that we were lying or just that we can't make the system work because all of us are involved in what we are trying to preach against. That is the question.
Yeah, we need to get independent people. You understand? And then that's difficult to get.
That's very difficult, yeah.
You understand? Yeah, that's very difficult to get. So what can we do? One day we'll get there.
All right, sir.
We just hope that it's not after we are gone.
That's the thing. You'll be here, we'll be fighting to make sure that everything will be perfect before we all leave.
Hopefully.
Thank you very much, sir. Have a wonderful night.
Rina wants to say hello to you.
Okay.
Kevin, we love you.
Thank you very much, madam. Have a wonderful night.
And you too, my dear. Bye.
Producer, hello, caller.
Hello, Kevin.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
My name is George. I'm calling from New Jersey. Just thanking you for the good work that you are doing for us. My question, one of my question is, so where is that Zongo minister? Is it still available?
Mustafa
is it still
Hamid
working for the Zongo people?
Mustafa Hamid.
I don't even know his name.
Yeah. So Mustafa Hamid was the information minister, and he was moved to Zongo. Honestly, it's been a while I heard from him. I see once in a while on social media saying he opened one toilet and some school park, and he's trying, man.
That's serious, and they are all being paid with this.
Sometimes he goes to commission one toilet, and then they go with 18 V8s. So the fuel can buy the toilet and buy whatever is in the toilet at the end of the day.
Everything. Oh my God!
So my problem is this president now trying to tell us that he's going to build a 88 plus 6 regional hospitals within whatever time of frame he wants to do it. I don't know if it is a prepaid hospital he has already in his room that he's going to put up somewhere. I don't really know. So we're going to see what he's going to do within the 7 months with those hospitals. Because we had him in the beginning of the year, we were talking about a year of road, and we haven't even seen anything yet. He's now adding 88 hospitals and 6 regional hospitals.
You see how it
That
goes,
is
sir.
ridiculous.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you for
Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you.
All right, so you're still listening to Loud Silence. Let's see. Hello, caller. Your name and where you calling from?
Hello, good evening, Kevin.
Good evening, sir.
Mr. Boogie from Italy. Oh, Kevin, are you call? Person with this program, sir. If you say you're two boy them, why now what Ghana and also work to more, what family take it away to find? Will be anyhow. So, yeah, lockdown. Easy, it me propose with time one person meeting.
Yeah.
Which means when you time where you left lockdown.
Yeah.
Admitting the whole world, Ghana and Kwani country, government, you know, and the scientists in Kwana air conductors are COVID-19 program because a Ghana Medical Association and as a Ghana Health Authority and on front line and come my advice here the government such as a yenye say the science a buying on it easy what upon beating where you Ghana Medical Association is free and on the scientist when it easy moment air conductor and you understand it what they are no market on the wall. That government will lift the ban on social gatherings the following week and they best start new voters registration.
Thank you very much, sir. I'm sure. All right, let me take a few calls, like 5 minutes more. I'll read some messages on YouTube, on Facebook, and then we can end the show. Hello, caller. Your name and where you calling from?
Yeah, hello, Kevin.
Yes, sir. But
I found the guy who was the president of Ghana back with our West. Who say, Senator Ghana citizen grow funny. A car for accident, not a Nipa who pay 1,000 and funny. Say Nipa that a new crumple, not a Wababa up a dress and funny. 8 years you and funny. It is ready to know that people they stand for war. They want to destroy Ghana because the place that they pass through before come to rule Ghana, they know. And if people are dying, they don't care. We can die day and day. They won't care. They don't mind because if you see how we have aspect, everybody will beg. President doesn't say anything. You see everything aspect. They will be killing, but the president cannot come out and dress anything. He cannot say anything. That means our dying, he doesn't care. When we are dying, he doesn't care. If the war happens for Ghana right now, they will be happy. We can pray that this coronavirus should kill all of them, or this thing will continue like this until next year. They will see that if the war starts in Ghana, the place that they will go, you know. Because if you are the father of that man, and people will be dying every day, you don't care about them, that means there is something behind. Tell me, are you getting me clear?
I'm listening. Perfect.
Because you really know that they know what is going on. They want to pour blood. They need blood to flow. If that blood flow, their government will continue. But if there is no blood, that means they don't do anything. That's why they don't care. We can die like fowl. They don't care. Because they think that if this coronavirus comes, you will die. But we are not dying. They're not happy.
Yeah.
Ghana people are not dying. They are not happy. They are not happy. They want us to die. Then their ghosts, their spirit, they'll be drinking our blood and they'll be happy. But we are not dying. They are not happy. That's why they want to create war. If the war comes, we will die like fowl and they'll be happy. Their spirit will be happy. Everything that they are doing, that is what I know. That's how they are doing. Because if you are president, you know that you are coming and how will be happy after. People will be dying every day. land. Ghana, you cannot say anything about that, about our protection. That means that's what they like. That's what they need. And I think that is their target. That what should happen if there is war in Ghana, people are dying, they will be happy.
Sir, thank you very much.
That's what I can tell you now.
Thank you.
Because you see that they don't care. They don't care because if Ghanaians are dying, they don't care. President doesn't care that we will be dying every day. President, if Ghana people are dying every day, they will be happy. They will be happy because one of the day that people die in Ghana, President come for the come to press the country before. He doesn't do anything. They'll be happy. This coronavirus, they want us to die like fuck. We are not dying. That's what I see.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your call. Thank you. Have a wonderful night. Hello, caller.
Hello, Calvin.
Yes, sir.
I'm calling from Pennsylvania.
Go ahead, sir.
Okay, so I just want to make one statement and I have one question for you, sir. So my first statement is this. I think it is crystal clear that MPP have an agenda starting from day one. And I think this is the first time we probably will take Kennedy Agyapong serious because he has made some statement in the past that if they joke with him, he's going to expose them, how they won the election. So maybe for the first time, we can take him serious. That being said, my next question is, you being an MPP member, I have a question. I've made an observation yesterday from social media, and it is shocking. The president came out and made an announcement or a promise that he's going to build 88 hospitals in 7 months. Now, I'm a Ghanaian, a citizen. Everybody is a citizen and not a spectator, like the president said some time back. People went into their social media and started posting what their views and thoughts are. And then the MPP people, which includes you, Kelvin, why is it that you guys can't tolerate people's views? Like, I don't understand. I have a view. I'm a Ghanaian. I'm a citizen. I can post whatever I want in there. I can ask questions. And I think as a citizen, as a youth, what is really important is to ask questions and seek clarification or answers. So if you think you are in the in government and you have the answer, come and educate us. Read those asking questions to know. It's just as simple. Why do you have to attack people like, oh, you belong to this party, you belong to that party? Like, just leave. Like, the issue is help us understand how you're going to be able to build 88 hospitals in 7 months when you have made numerous promises and you haven't fulfilled one. Just come and tell us how he's going to do it or how he's not going to do it, or just keep quiet. We have to tell people that they belong to this, insult people left and right. So I just want to know why the
I respect your question a lot, but remember when I started the show, I've had countless times where even here in DC, we have reached out to the MPP here to come on my show, and they didn't show up. If you can see, Adongo has been on my show. I think Hanabisu. And it is at a platform.
Yeah, I watch those ones. Yeah.
So the issue is not. It is a new kind of NPP whereby everything is about what they say and not what you think. You understand?
It's quite unfortunate.
Yeah, and if they are listening to me here in the DC metros, one of my guys here went to their meeting and said, "You know what, guys? We are officially inviting you to come on Loud Silence TV or radio and make your point. Ghanaians want to hear." They almost lynched this guy. And I'm not kidding you.
Oh, my God.
Because, hey, you work with Kevin, you are a mole. And you see, and it was like, no. Kevin told me to come and tell you people that the platform is there. He doesn't want the platform to look like an NDC platform whereby only NDC people. That's why if you've monitored, it is going to the point we don't even want to bring people on again on the show because we don't want to show people to have that perception that we bring on only NDC people. But they are willing and they want to do it. If you call the MPP guys here, if they are listening to me here, if you tell them to come, nobody. They even have issues with. They almost lynched my guy there. That is the problem.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
God. And if we're going to continue this way, I just foresee the future of Ghana being so bleak. We can do this.
Yeah,
we all have different views that we need to.
I would love to. In fact, I would love to have MPP on this platform even more than the NDC because there are more questions to the MPP than the NDC because the MPP is in power.
Exactly.
Yes. But they don't want to answer questions. They don't want to show up anywhere. They always go to where they are comfortable with. Some radio stations where they are not going to push them. They are not going to ask them the relevant questions, and they want the easy side. And hey, what can you do? All that we can do is make sure the ones who are ready to listen to truth, listen to us. Thank you very much, sir.
Hey, I always say, you know what? You have the skin of an elephant. You are the king of the jungle. You are a lion. We respect you a lot, sir.
Thank
Have
you
a
very
good
much,
night.
sir. Have a good night. Hello, caller. Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Yeah. I'm London.
All right. Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, hello?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Kevin, I have some questions. Something to. You see, our president, why always he borrow people's words? He said he borrowed George Bush. He said, I have to be citizen, not spectator. If you record yesterday, the how do you call it, information minister of Donald Trump said something like, COVID-19 is our enemy. He also repeated that one yesterday. Why he can't be a man by himself? Always he copy people. Always, every day that man is confused.
It's
okay,
tough,
one,
right?
I have one thing to discuss with you. I have one thing to discuss with you. Tell me, you see this man, he's totally confused. Totally confused. Now, you have hospital uncompleted. We need those hospitals to complete. Instead of yesterday in your speech, instead to tell Ghanaians that, oh, now I see I have to complete the hospital, the one Mama have done. You leave that one. For me, Ghanaians, you're going to build 89 hospital or 88 hospital fresh in 7 months. Even the United States and America cannot do that.
Yeah.
Even China, with infrastructure, with the foundation to up. Why this man take Ghanaians?
Sir.
And one thing I'm telling you about this EC matter, I saw this thing for long. I saw it. It's a big strategy. You see this lockdown, it don't even have idea on it. How can you have lockdown in the whole world where we are in serious pandemic? We are in the serious situation. You understand me? So the only thing I saw with this man, they want to do all means thinking about 2020. You know, they don't have plan. All the plan have lost. No miss. So now let him use force with the EC and the radio station people. Those people all supporting him. All of them, that, how do you call Paul, and those Fakind and them, and that Kubakum, and that Omahini and them all, they buy all of them. Nobody talk for Ghanaians. All the radio stations now in Ghana are MPP. Why? How can we live like this?
Thank you very
so
much.
We are
sir.
in problem.
Yeah, I know. Thank
we
you.
are turning bomb.
Thank
so
you,
man,
sir.
God bless you.
God bless
do
you
your
too.
best.
All right.
You are doing your best. You want to transform Ghana. The youth must wake up. People are hungry. People don't get food to eat. Youth are hungry. You see, the situation of Taliban, we talk
Thank you.
next.
Thank you.
When
All right.
the program,
It's every day. It's every day, Monday to Friday.
Thank you. I'll
Thank you,
come
sir.
tomorrow.
All
Thank you. See him.
All right.
Learn much. Bye.
All right. So I'm not going to take any more calls again. Let me read a few messages on YouTube and on Facebook, and then we can call it today. And tomorrow, I think we can do some other stories. So on YouTube, what's happening here? Yes, on YouTube, Sandra Heteka, Adam Kula, great job, boss. All right. Franklin Adai says Ghana has not seen blood, real blood, human blood flow before. They should ask the Nigerians about Biafra war, the recent war that of the Rwandans. Thank you very much, Franklin Adai. Raymond Abiu, I maintained that all of Ghana should blame Northerners for giving us corrupt Akufo-Addo. Okay, that's his opinion. Raymond Abiu. D-Smash, please close the chat icon on your phone and click the like button and click back on the chat icon again to chat. Who again made Nuruddin Aziz said, I only hope NDC will learn from their mistakes. They should launch their manifesto a day after the MPP launched theirs. Okay, that's his opinion. Who again is here? Christine Jov. I hope I got your name right. If I got it wrong, I'm sorry. The government can't do FOCO in developing Ghana. They are a bunch of tricksters who believe lies is the way to get around everything. They just have no shame. Nuruddin is back again after Mahama promised to put up one of his latest address. Wow, always stealing ideas without acknowledgement. Dismesh is giving a thumbs up. Dramas Ben says, this is why Kufuor endorsed Alan Chirmantin ahead of Akufo-Addo. He knew Nana was a tyrant. Now it's clear for everyone to see. Jim Maman says, Northerners should wake up from their slumber and wise up. Northerners will never be Northerner will never be a flag bearer for the NPP. That's his opinion, Jim Maman. And then who else again? Richard Kofiago says many don't know how to like the show since they are watching from their phone. Now Adole Molly. Okay, this message is back again. We're still on YouTube. Jane Phillips says, please don't pay them any mind. That's how life is. You will always get people who dislike you. Patrick in Getia says, thank Mr. Kevin, great job. Thank you very much, my family on YouTube. On Facebook, what is happening here? Let me take some 2 minutes to read comments on Facebook and then end today's show. Okay, on Facebook, Frank Exonam Tekum, there is no problem with we Africans, Ghanaians, precisely we the young ones. We can't sit back and think, rather flowing politics when we get nothing in return. This is Frank Exonam Tekuma writing on Facebook. Yipala Daniel Kingdom says, surprisingly, they had a myopic mind that most travelers are NPP people. Kofi Vitos says, okay, you're gone. I'm sorry. Franklin Kobna is back again. Let's see what's happening here. This is a long text. I wish I could read it, but it sounds quite interesting, but it's quite long. Kevin Taylor, my name is Thomas Finn. I have been following your program for some time now. I'm self-employed, photojournalist, and a businessman of Mori. In the Abra Asibu Kwamankasa district of Central Region of Accra, respectively. I've been a victim of circumstance by notorious acts of a band of bloodthirsty hooligans who call themselves stakeholders in Mori.in 2014. I initiated a mode. Okay, so I'm going to look into that. You have that here, Mori.in. We're going to look into that. Producer, I hope you got that. Samuel Delet says the NDC is not making noise enough because when the NPP was in opposition, they made a lot of noise for the international community to poke their nose into 2016 elections. Kabiru Damir says we are not going to accept any rubbish and illegality from this useless president who is close to the grave and the useless woman who has no vision for this nation. Sometime to us are very ready to share our blood to rescue the democracy. Ghana doesn't belong to Akufo-Addo or Jane Mensah. Ghana belongs to all of us. We will resist them fearlessly until the last man falls. They should just wait and see. We are ever ready for Akufo-Addo and his partners in crime. This is coming from Kabir Damir. Nabia Dambasi, Mr. Kevin, please, I want to speak Dagbani or Hausa. You are welcome to do that, sir. Here we accept every language and religion, and also every tribe. Ibrahim Awudu says, replying to Wood Eduji, Akufo-Addo's following his father's footsteps, which is a disgrace. Ghanaians should learn from their lessons. Ishmael Abdul Kadir says, the caller is making point more fire. Let this message reach to the useless man. Who again is here? The name is in Chinese. I can say it. Okay. Lots and lots of messages coming in. I'm trying to pick. Alexander Abledu says 88 hospitals in less than 7 years. Why 7 months? Why is he making so much mockery of himself? Honestly, they have no idea what governance is about. Joy in Gogbetsi says, Kevin, please, can you encourage your listeners and viewers to express their self any Ghanaian language they are comfortable with, but not only English? Yes, you can speak any language you want to speak on the show. There's a platform for the family. Everybody can speak their mind here. We don't need only English. If you are comfortable in any language, just speak the language. That's it. Georgina Oponse, Kevin, may God bless you and give you more grace. Thank you very much, Georgina. Adam Sharif, Jane Mensah is an evil woman, but God will punish her and the entire family. So this is what is happening on Facebook. So I wish I could read all the messages coming in. What again? Let me take some 2 messages and then Super Babe Lamle says, so is the EC chair telling Ghanaians that she doesn't give a hoot if they'll contract the corona after registering for her? There's more than meets the eye. I hope I'm getting it right. Your message just disappeared. Why is she desperate? What's going on? Can't the register wait? These are questions from Super Babe. Mohammed A. Abdul Ghaffari says, what I can tell obviously is that when there is war, none will be spared. No single Ghanaian is a product of a tree. We all have families. Hence, everyone needs peace. Mohammed A. Abdul Ghaffari. That's a very good one. Samir Sakid says, if a single person loses their life because of Jane Mensah, she will know Ghana is just a single room. Okay, I never knew Ghana was a single room. Tony Fiano said, Kevin Taylor is watching everybody in Ghana. Be careful whatever you're doing there. Maybe you're going to be in his next target. That is very, very, very true. Thank you very much, sir. If a single person loses, okay, I read that. Let's see this. I'm speechless about this useless government. Armstrong Evans said that. Miles Zulian says, God bless you, Kevin. God bless you too, my friend. Sab, we need to come back to this topic again. We need to reach every Ghanaian in every part of Ghana and the world. This really is waking up a lot of people. Thank you very much, Sab. Samir Sadiq is back again. Yes, so that's it. I'm so happy. I'm grateful you stayed with me. It's been over 2 hours, 2.5 hours, I think so. And I'm very, very, very grateful. The team, the Ghost team behind the scenes, pulling the strings to make you get the best of quality, the best of picture. We also say thank you very much to the production team. The family. I am so grateful. The guys who try to tell people on YouTube to like the button. I can't remember all of your names. I know producer will compile the names and send to me tomorrow. I'm going to mention everybody's name. But good work done by our class prefect on YouTube, Sandra Hetika. And also on Facebook, the family, you were very active. We are very, very, very focused, my family. Make sure that you speak to Ghanaians. You speak to your fellow Ghanaian. Sit down, discuss the issues. Let them understand. Don't fight over issues. Go back, do your research. Don't take everything that I say. When I say something and you don't understand, you need to go back and research and find the truth for yourself. This is how a country is built. My fellow Ghanaians, especially the youth, you are the family. You are the people I'm speaking to. Let's come together, start asking questions and demanding reasonable answers. My fellow Ghanaians, I'm just a messenger. I keep saying this every day. There's a specific reason. And you watching me, you the family, you are all messengers. We are all messengers without a Bible or a Quran in our hand. We are messengers who are ready, who are willing, and who are very, very willing to speak truth to power. I'm grateful, I am honored, and I thank you for being part of this show. Tomorrow, same time, 4 p.m. US time, 8 p.m. Ghana time. Join me here on Loud Silence Radio and TV Network, and we will share Ghana. We will talk about Ghana, and we'll make sure we take Ghana from the hands of criminals. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Kevin Ekobedu Taylor. This is the extended version of With All Due Respect. God bless you, and have a wonderful night.